Chapter 81 Shui Yue'er turns into a female gangster. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Dugu Yen and Yilingling each held a 50,000-year-old soul bone. They felt that happiness came too quickly, especially Yilingling, who had just obtained a 23,000-year-old trunk soul bone a few days ago, which gave him the ability to fly. Now, he received another 50,000-year-old left leg soul bone. This kind of treatment was unimaginable. Zhu Zhuqing was holding a 50,000-year-old right leg bone at the moment, feeling as if he was dreaming. Looking at the calm-looking Liangchen in front of him, he thought that this man was too generous, and he gave away 8 50,000-year-old soul bones at once. I'm afraid I can't even get it out of the Wushuang palace. Master Dean, for such a great kindness, what do you want us to give back to Brother Xiaotian? That's right. Brother Xiaotian not only helped us evolve the martial spirit, but also gave us a 50,000-year-old soul bone. Apart from the promise of his body, we have nothing else to give. Shui Wu, Zhu Zhuqing, Dugu Yen, Shen Yuliu, Yue'er and others looked at Liangchen with meaningful expressions in their eyes, as if telling Liangchen that as long as you nod, the little girl can do anything. Don't think about those messy things. You have all joined my force. As the boss, it is normal for me to give you soul bones. Liangchen urged these girls to get down to business. For him now, the 10,000-year soul bones are just a pile of stones, but these stones are more valuable. Girls, absorb it quickly. Only when you become stronger can you help Xiaotian. Sister Shui Lanxin also spoke beside her, asking these girls to absorb it quickly. As you command, Master Dean. The girls were no longer polite, and sat down cross-legged one after another, and began to fuse the soul bones. Bing'er, Yue'er, you should also quickly absorb a piece of head soul bone. The Shui Lanxin sisters also followed Liangchen's previous suggestion, so they took out the head soul bones that had been prepared for the two girls and let the two girls absorb them. Both soul bones were more than 60,000 years old. After the two girls absorbed them, maybe he can really challenge the fourth ring of 10,000 years. Shui Lanxin calculated that these two girls would accompany the little guy in the future, and their strength should not be too bad. Only by getting the fourth ring of 10,000 years and going out would they have face. Yes. Mother. Shui Bing'er and Shui Yue'er also followed their mother's instructions and began to absorb the head soul bones. Soul bones are very easy to absorb. After more than 3 hours of fusion, the girls completed the absorption one after another. The soul powers of Yilingling and Dugu Yen were raised to level 43 and level 44, Zhu Zhuqing also directly broke through to level 40 with the help of soul bones. At this point, all members of the goddess team have reached level 40 soul power. As long as they obtain the fourth soul ring, they will officially become a soul sect. Zhu Zhuqing was very excited now. Thinking that he was only 12 years old and had already reached level 40, it was like he was dreaming. It's getting late, everyone should go back to the dormitory and rest. Liangchen spent most of the night cheating on these beauties. It was already early in the morning and he was ready to go back to his house to sleep. Girls, we will get the soul rings again in 5 days. During this period, everyone should polish their own strength. The martial soul has evolved and the soul skills have also changed accordingly. You must adapt as soon as possible. As you command, Master Dean. As soon as Shui Lanxin spoke, the girls immediately left Jingxian Villa. The two Shui Lanxin sisters also left here, preparing to give the good fortune pill to Su Lin and their mother Shui Lingfeng. Seeing that everyone had left, Shui Bing'er and Shui Yue'er pulled Liangchen into the house. The two sisters wanted to know about the sister Na whom Liangchen had mentioned before. Brother Xiaotian, who is Sister Na? Can we meet? Shui Bing'er had heard her mother say before that the little guy spent a long time alone with a mysterious and beautiful woman in the depths of the star forest, and then brought back dozens of soul bones, including 100,000 years old. The soul bones, even the mother's promotion to the title Douluo, were sacrificed by the mysterious woman to a 100,000-year-old snow eagle soul beast. All the changes in Tianshui Academy are related to the mysterious woman behind the little guy. Shui Bing'er felt that her brother was booked by the mysterious woman. Sister Na has a special status. I can't say anything more. She is injured now and cannot be born. Don't ask the two sisters for the time being. We will see you later. Liangchen didn't dare to reveal the identity of the Silver Dragon King now, for fear of scaring everyone. Sister Xiaotian is being taken care of by Sister Na. Last time he came back with a bunch of soul bones, including 100,000-year-old soul bones. That Sister Na is definitely a super rich woman. Hey! Xiaotian is so pitiful. He is willing to fall into the tiger's mouth for all of us. Come. Let my sister give me a hug. Possessed by Shui Yue'er, he pretended to be sad, and suddenly hugged Liangchen tightly in his arms, pretending to comfort him and let him experience the warmth of his embrace. Sister Yue'er, you don't follow martial ethics and carry out a sneak attack. Liangchen was stunned by Shui Yue'er's sudden attack and wanted to break free from his arms, but at this moment Shui Yue'er was hugging him tightly and would not let go, and he also used his soul power to support him. Brother Xiaotian, do you feel the changes in your sister? Shui Yue'er smiled proudly, thinking that this little guy likes big beauties. Now that my martial spirit has evolved into a mermaid, I have also become a big beauty. I will let you experience it today. Ha ha ha. Xiaotian, stop scratching. Just when Shui Yue'er was getting carried away, she found that the other party started to tickle her, and she couldn't help it anymore. Sister Yue'er, do you still dare to take advantage of me? Liangchen directly tickled Shui Yue'er, who looked like a female gangster, and she immediately let go of her hands. Okay, Yue'er, you know how to bully Xiaotian, can't you be more reserved? Shui Bing'er felt very funny when she saw Liangchen's blushing face at this moment, and quickly persuaded her sister. Sister, why did I bully Xiaotian? I only love and protect him. Shui Yue'er said while touching Liangchen's face with his hand. This little guy has grown up now and is getting more and more handsome. Every time he looks at his handsome face, he feels happy. Sisters, I'm going back to my room to rest first. Liangchen pulled Shui Yue'er's claws away, then returned to the room on the second floor, took a hot bath, and began to rest. Before going to bed, Liangchen also took out the blue silver emperor from the game pet space, let it take root in the large flower pot on the second floor, and took out a few pills and put them into the water for it to absorb. Xiaotian, have we returned to school now? That while absorbing the water, blue silver emperor wrapped its branches around Liangchen's hand and communicated with him using his soul. Yes. We have returned to Tianshui Academy. There was a titled Douluo following us before, but we have never dared to let you appear in this world. Don't be surprised. Xiaotian, don't say that. You are doing that to protect me. Besides, I can concentrate on my cultivation in your mysterious space and I won't be bored. Sister Lan, I'm going to rest first. You can practice slowly by yourself. But don't suddenly transform into a person 20 meters tall now. That way, Aunt Lan and the others will find you. Xiaotian, don't worry. I can control my breath and control my body. I can maintain my current appearance and others won't care. After chatting with Blue Silver Emperor for a few words, Liangchen returned to the bedroom and began to sleep. He had not had a good rest during the time he returned from Tiando City to Tianshui Academy. After a while, Liangchen began to discuss things with Duke Zhou. After Liangchen fell asleep, Shui Bing'er downstairs took a hot bath and was about to go back to the house to sleep when she suddenly saw the darkness in Shui Yue'er's room. Didn't this girl take a bath at the same time as me? Why did she fall asleep so quickly? Shui Bing'er walked into Shui Yue'er's room, turned on the light, and found that the girl had her head covered and had already fallen asleep, so Shui Bing'er quietly exited Shui Yue'er's room and went back to the house to prepare for bed, thinking to herself, my sister may have spent some energy on absorbing soul bones before and was tired. But she didn't know that Shui Yue'er had already tiptoed upstairs before. Shui Yue'er was observing the situation upstairs, then quietly opened Liangchen's door and got in. The Blue Silver Emperor on the balcony had already discovered Shui Yue'er, but she knew that this girl was Liangchen's family member, so she didn't care. Does this girl want to practice with Xiaotian? But Xiaotian is still young, do you want to remind him? Forget it, this girl won't harm Xiaotian anyway, I'll just pretend that I can't see her. So the blue-silver emperor pretended that he couldn't see or hear me. Anyway, I was just a weak blue-silver grass. At this moment, in Liangchen's room, Shui Yue'er came to the bedside and called out softly, "Brother Xiaotian, are you asleep?" Seeing no response, Shui Yue'er took off her shoes, got directly into bed, stretched out her hand, and rubbed the guy's face. Liangchen, who was drowsily asleep, felt his face being pinched by something. He woke up immediately and was shocked to find that it was Shui Yue'er. "Sister Yue'er, why did you come to me?" Liangchen felt a pain in his head. He was at home and had no precautions. This girl actually ran into his bed. If he continued like this, something would happen sooner or later. Haha. Xiaotian, are you surprised or surprised? I have said before that if you bring a beautiful woman back again, sister, I will punish you. Shui Yue'er chuckled, and then prepared to remove his equipment, intending to punish this guy so that he would not cause trouble every day. Xiaotian, quickly practice with me and let my sister test your strength. In order to punish Liangchen, Shui Yue'er also summoned the mermaid spirit. She thought it would be interesting. Sister Yue'er, don't be impulsive. Liangchen immediately stopped this girl's actions. If Aunt Lan and the others found out about this, they would definitely be beaten. Brother Xiaotian, look at your sister, is she more beautiful after she is possessed by the martial spirit? Come and practice with her. Shui Yue'er stretched out her hand and pinched Liangchen's face, thinking that this guy would bring beautiful women back every time he went out alone. Last time it was the busty girl Zhu Zhuqing, this time he brought back Dugu Yan and Yilingling, and not next time. Knowing who he would bring back. Sister Yue'er, why have you become a female gangster? Can't you be more reserved? You said you were a goddess before. Liangchen shook his head helplessly. This girl used to be a nymphomaniac, but now she has become a female hooligan again. The appearance of a goddess is for outsiders to see. There is no need to pretend to be a goddess in front of Brother Xiaotian. Shui Yue'er plans to risk everything tonight. Anyway, it will happen sooner or later. It doesn't make any difference whether it's one day earlier or one day later. Shui Bing'er, who was sleeping downstairs at this time, felt something was wrong the more she thought about it. How could that girl Shui Yue'er be so quiet? It's broken. Did that girl run into Xiaotian's room? Shui Bing'er got up immediately, entered her sister's room again, turned on the light, and pulled off the quilt on the bed. She found that there was only a pile of clothes inside, piled up like a human figure, and the girl Shui Yue'er had already disappeared. This girl actually plays with me like this, it's so out of character. Shui Bing'er immediately rushed to the second floor, just in time to find Liangchen pushing Shui Yue'er out of the room. Sister Bing'er, take this female gangster down quickly. When Liangchen saw Shui Bing'er coming, he immediately pushed Shui Yue'er to her side, then went back to the room and closed the door. Yue'er, what are you doing? Shui Bing'er dragged her sister and walked downstairs. Sister, Xiaotian came back this time and brought two beauties with him. I'm going to punish him and test his strength. Don't be impulsive. He is still young. If you dare to mess around, your mother and aunt will definitely beat you if they find out. Seeing Shui Yue'er like that, Shui Bing'er immediately guessed what this girl wanted to do. This girl went too far. She wanted to practice with Xiaotian, but she didn't even notify me. Sister, there are more and more beauties around Xiaotian. If we don't take action, it will be too late. You are taller than you. Having more beautiful women doesn't mean anything. What happened to a beautiful woman you saw him with? How old is he now? How can he be as complicated as you think? Why not? I think Xiaotian likes that big-breasted girl in Zhuqing. Besides, there is also that mysterious woman named Sister Na. Grandma asked us to keep an eye on Xiaotian. Yue'er, can you stop thinking wildly every day? Anyway, he is still young, and I don't allow you to mess with him. Hee hee. Sister, where did you want to go? I just went to take a look. I don't know what you are thinking yet, come back to the house with me and go to sleep. In order to prevent her nymphomaniac sister from sneaking up on Xiaotian in the middle of the night, Shui Bing'er directly pulled the girl into her room and slept together. Sister, my mother and aunt have made arrangements a long time ago for us sisters to marry Xiaotian. From now on, my sister will let you take the lead. How about it? Isn't it interesting, sister? Shui Yue'er was lying in her sister's arms, thinking about the future, and it felt very fun. Yue'er, be more reserved. That will happen in the future. Now we must become stronger first, otherwise we will hold Xiaotian back in the future. Xiaotian said before that you look like a female psycho. I think you are a female gangster plus a female psycho. Shui Bing'er held her forehead, saying that her sister was good at everything, but she was a bit crazy and crazy. Sister, we have watched Xiaotian grow up. When that day comes, will you be able to do it? I can't do it, I feel bad. Haha. Sister, if you can't do it, then let me do it first. Humph. Yue'er, you think so beautifully. Although I feel a little distressed, I can bear it and get over it. Ha ha ha. It turns out that your cold appearance, sister, also hides a fiery heart. Damn girl, stop talking and go to bed quickly. Sister, we are going to marry Xiaotian in the future. Now we have to adapt in advance. Okay, then let's do this tomorrow. The two sisters were whispering and thinking about the future. It was very fun. Liangchen, who was upstairs, also felt funny after being attacked by Shui Yue'er. If he didn't have a complete set of criminal laws in his heart, he would definitely give this girl a whipping. In order to prevent the nymphomaniac Shui Yue'er from sneaking up on him, Liangchen locked the door directly. He thought that his home was safe before and that he had no defense against the two women. But now it seems that this is not necessarily the case. This girl will turn into a wolf and attack him at any time. Sister Lan, why didn't you inform me before? Liangchen used his soul to inquire with the blue-silver emperor outside. This blue-silver emperor used to protect itself well in the soul beast forest. Unexpectedly, she went on strike after returning home. Ah! Xiaotian, I saw that girl is your family member and will not harm you, so I didn't tell you. I will definitely inform you next time. Blue-silver emperor was also laughing in his heart at this moment. The girl before was planning to practice with Xiaotian, but the little guy didn't agree and even lured the girl's sister out. It was really fun. Forget it, you don't need to notify me at home. They won't harm me anyway. I'll go to bed first. You can practice slowly. Liangchen ended his communication with Blue-Silver Emperor and started to sleep. Chapter 82 The shocking scene of the evolution of Tianshui Regiment's martial soul. You are listening at MaleProtagonist. Early the next morning, at dawn, Sister Shui Bing'er got up to make breakfast. Now that the two girls had learned some cooking skills, they did not go to the school cafeteria to make breakfast. They made their own breakfast, which tasted more delicious. After a while, 3 delicious breakfasts were ready. Shui Bing'er and Shui Yue'er ran to the second floor and started knocking on Liangchen's door. Bang bang bang. Xiaotian, don't sleep, get up quickly and have breakfast. Liangchen, who was still discussing with Duke Zhou, was awakened by Shui Yue'er's loud voice. He had no choice but to get up and get dressed, then opened the door, and then saw Shui Bing'er and Shui Yue'er getting into the room with a smile. Go inside. Go wash up quickly and then have breakfast with us. Shui Bing'er pushed Liangchen into the bathroom, put hot water and squeezed out toothwash for him, like a virtuous wife, while Shui Yue'er was folding the quilt for the little guy. Sisters, something is very wrong with you today. Liangchen was completely confused by the opponent's operation. What did these two girls want to do? Xiaotian, we are your relatives. It is normal to take care of your life. That's right. My sister and I took care of you when you were a child, so don't let anyone out. Shui Yue'er felt that there were more and more beauties around this guy, and the two sisters would marry this guy in the future, so she discussed it with her sister Shui Bing'er and decided to enter the role play in advance to let the little guy feel this kind of love and save the time. He is always provoking peach blossoms outside. Sisters, you don't have to do this, right? I can do these things myself. Seeing these two women taking care of him so carefully, Liangchen is still a little uncomfortable. If he continues like this, he will fall. Go and wash up quickly. When the breakfast gets cold, it won't taste good. Shui Bing'er pushed Liangchen into the bathroom. She was a cold beauty in front of outsiders, but at home, she didn't pretend to be anything. Shui Bing'er remembered that her mother and her sisters had arranged for her and her sister to live here with the little guy a few years ago, in order to let them develop relationships from an early age. Now that the little guy has grown up, she has to take the initiative, although there are some things she can't do yet. But at least the relationship must be cultivated to be deeper. Okay. I'll wash up right away. Liangchen quickly went into the bathroom. After washing up, he followed the two women downstairs and started eating breakfast. Xiaotian, is it delicious? This is a loving breakfast made by my sister and I. Shui Yue'er said with a smile, and then looked at Liangchen. It's delicious. Thank you two sisters. You should go to the academy to practice your soul skills first. The martial soul has evolved, and the soul skills have also changed accordingly. You must get familiar with them as soon as possible. I'll have dinner ready for you. Even if the love breakfast made by the beauty is not delicious, Liangchen has to say it is delicious. Besides, the cooking skills of the two women are not bad, just a few 100 million points worse than his own. Okay. We follow your arrangements. Bu Qi. Before Shui Yue'er left, she kissed Liangchen on the face. Seeing that her sister had taken action, Shui Bing'er naturally couldn't lag behind. Anyway, this guy was kissed by her when he was a child, so he had nothing to be embarrassed about. Bu Qi. Xiaotian, don't work too hard when practicing, and remember to balance work with rest. Shui Bing'er gave Liangchen instructions, and then pulled Shui Yue'er out of Jingxian Villa. Sister, how does this feel? Of course it's very sweet. Haha. Sister, we will continue tomorrow and let the little one feel our love. Good. After leaving the villa, the two sisters talked about what happened before. They felt very wonderful and rushed to the school classroom excitedly. Hey! Fallen. Being treated so tenderly by the two sisters early in the morning, Liangchen felt that he had fallen, but this feeling was so good. After arriving at the school, Shui Yue'er and others looked at the two Shui Bing'er sisters who were full of spring breeze, and came over curiously. Oh! Bing'er, Yue'er, you look very good today, your face is rosy. Have you started dual cultivation with brother Xiaotian? That's right. Your relationship with brother Xiaotian will reach that point sooner or later. Now it's ahead of schedule, which is good. Sisters support you. Tell me sisters, what kind of physical examination is that? How does it feel? Shui Yue'er and others began to gossip, pulling sister Shui Bing'er to ask questions. Haha. I won't tell you. If you want to know, then find a man and experience it yourself. Shui Yue'er said something weird from the side. Yue'er, be careful, we can steal homes. Shui and Yue'er were aroused by this girl. They thought that this girl dared to say such a thing. They must give her a big surprise when they have the chance. Ha ha ha. Anyway, we are now serving brother Xiaotian, and there will be many opportunities in the future. Everyone looked at Shui Yue'er provocatively. Okay. Everyone, please be serious and stop thinking nonsense. Our martial arts have evolved, and our soul skills have also changed accordingly. We must adapt as soon as possible. At this time, Shui Bing'er spoke up to stop the girls from fighting, thinking that all of them were thinking about our Xiaotian, and there was no way out. As you command, eldest sister. Among the Tianshui girl group, Shui Bing'er is the strongest. As soon as she spoke, everyone immediately obeyed and walked towards the academy's soul fighting arena to prepare for sparring. Bang bang. Ha. Soon the sound of fighting could be heard in the fighting spirit arena, as well as the shouts of the girls, and their sparring attracted countless students from the academy to watch. Oh my god! Their martial arts seemed to be different. How come Shui Yue'er's martial spirit turned into a mermaid? It's so beautiful. Zhu Zhuqin can actually fly. Who is that dragon girl? Why haven't I seen it before? The students in the advanced class were extremely shocked when they saw the changes in Shui Bing'er and others. Especially the pair of faces, Douluo and Yilingling, made everyone very curious. Swish, swish, swish. Sisters, after my martial soul evolved into Shui Bing'er, it seems that I still have the ability to attack. The first soul skill, Xianling Binding. Shui Wu was waving the Shui Bing'er in her hand, like a white python, directly wrapping Qiu Ruoshui in a circle, making the other party unable to move. Moreover, the Shui Bing'er was braving the cold air, making the other party shiver with cold. Shui Wu, you have to switch to the control system now. Qiu Ruoshui felt the power of Shui Wu Shui Bing'er's martial spirit and was very surprised. Shui Wu, do you have any auxiliary skills among your current soul skills? Shui Bing'er asked calmly. After all, Shui Wu used to be an auxiliary system, but now her martial spirit has changed and she has to make corresponding adjustments. There are also auxiliary abilities. My second soul skill, Xianling Sanhua, is an auxiliary skill. It can increase the soul power of teammates by 30% and lasts for 10 minutes. Buzzing. Shui Wu activated her second soul skill, and in an instant, Shui Bing'er turned into a snow-white light point and submerged into the bodies of the women, instantly increasing their soul power by 30%. It's amazing, Shui Wu, you can now transform into a control and auxiliary soul master. That's wonderful. Shui Bing'er, Yue'er, and others were extremely surprised. Such a change was really amazing. It's not surprising. Brother Xiaotian told us before that after the martial soul evolves, the soul skills will definitely change. For example, for me, my martial soul used to be a green-scaled snake, and I could only rely on poisonous mist to attack, which was also controlled. Now that my martial soul has evolved into a dragon, the poison is gone, so I can only change to the power attack system. Second soul skill, Dragon Exploring Claw. Hold head high. Douluo released her second soul skill, and her hands turned into giant cyan claws, grabbing towards the open space ahead. Boom! The giant claw collided with the rocks on the ring, making a huge noise. Yanzi, your soul skill has very strong attack power. Shui Wu and others admired the power of Douluo's soul skills. It's okay. Douluo was very modest about this. Oh, it's my turn. It's my turn. The mermaid is possessed. Shui Yue'er immediately possessed his martial soul and showed off his new soul skills. The first soul skill, a beautiful smile. Cackle, cluck. I saw a silvery laughter coming from Shui Yue'er's mouth. Like the sound wave technique, it had the ability to confuse the mind, causing all the girls present to fall into an illusion. In the illusion, everyone was surrounded by a bunch of mermaids. Those mermaids laughed like silver bells from their mouths and danced around them. They were very beautiful and teased them from time to time. Ha! All sisters, you are all impressed by my beauty. Shui Yue'er was very proud at the moment, watching the sisters fall into the illusion one after another. Through the feedback of the martial arts, one could see the stunned look of the girls in the illusion, so Shui Yue'er also used soul skills to control the mermaids among the girls. Mopping the body. Choo choo choo. The ice is frozen and the snow is falling. Shui Bing'er woke up at this time, directly possessed her martial soul, activated her first soul skill, and broke her sister's beautiful smile. Ah! Sister, why did you break my beautiful smile? I haven't had enough fun yet. Shui Yue'er was a little unhappy when she saw that her first soul skill was broken, and she pouted her little mouth, which was very cute. Yue'er, although your ability to confuse with a beautiful smile is very powerful, you have forgotten that we are all women, and your mermaids can't confuse us. Yes. Yue'er, your beautiful smile is definitely effective on men, but it has limited effect on us. Shui Bing'er and Yue'er looked at Shui Yue'er with smiles, and felt very happy when they saw that girl failed. Sister Yue'er can now transform into a control soul master. Her beautiful smile is very effective in fighting enemies. Zhu Zhuqing had just experienced Shui Yue'er's soul skills in the fantasy world. Those mermaids were touching him, which was really speechless. You see, Sister Zhuqing is quite knowledgeable. Shui Yue'er raised her head proudly at this moment, like a proud white swan. Yue'er, in the illusion just now, those mermaids were taking advantage of us, did you do it on purpose? Douluo thought of the scene in the illusion and felt very uncomfortable all over. That's right. Damn girl, you are eating us tofu on purpose. Sisters, tickle her. Shui Wu, Yue'er and others also reacted, swarmed up, surrounded Shui Yue'er, and then began to punish the other party. Ha 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 ha. Sisters, don't, stop scratching, ha ha ha. After a while of fighting, Shui Yue'er laughed so hard that she was out of breath. The scene was very cheerful. The girls then continued to test out their new soul skills, causing many students outside to marvel. What are you all doing here? Why don't you go to class quickly? But at this time, Shui Lingfeng, Shui Lanxin, Su Lin, Mu Qingxue and other senior executives came to the soul fighting arena. When they saw the group of students watching, they immediately ordered them to go back to the classroom. Don't spread what you saw today, otherwise the consequences will be serious. Shui Lingfeng also warned these girls. Don't worry, Grandma Dean, we won't talk nonsense. The students did not dare to disobey the old dean's words, so they left the place one after another and returned to the classroom. After the martial souls of these girls evolve, have they really changed a lot? Shui Lingfeng and Su Lin also took the good fortune pill, and their martial souls also evolved. They were very shocked by the magical pill that Liangchen made. Su Lin, like Shui Yue'er, broke through to level 90 with the help of the good fortune pill. Since there was no extra creation pill, Shui Lanxin could only give Mu Qingxue and Chi 1 foundation establishment pill each. After taking the pill, the girls felt great changes taking place in their bodies. It feels like it won't take a few years to break through to title Douluo. They are not dissatisfied with the fact that the martial arts soul has not evolved. After all, Shui Lanxin has helped everyone enough. Chapter 83 The Future Achievements of the Goddess Team. You are listening at MaleProtagonist. After Shui Lanxin and the others watched the girls practice, they decided to record the girls' new martial arts and include them in the textbook file for future study. Girls, come here. Shui Lanxin called the girls over, and then asked them to introduce the changes and characteristics brought about by their new martial arts. Dean, hello teachers. Shui Bing'er and others immediately ran over and said hello to the teachers. Introduce your respective martial spirits and characteristics. We need to record them. After all, your martial spirits have changed. We need to understand them in detail so that we can arrange soul rings for you in the future. Su Lin took out a pen and notebook and asked the girls to introduce themselves. After my Xianwu Snow Satin evolves into Shui Bing'er, it has two abilities, attack and assistance. I can now use the control system and the auxiliary system, and I can switch between the two modes at any time. Shui Yue'er introduced the changes brought about by her new martial spirit, which immediately surprised Shui Lanxin and the others. Coexistence of attack and assistance. Isn't this similar to Xiaotian's goddess martial spirit? Ha! In this way, Shui Wu can do the work of two people by himself. Not bad. Shui Lanxin and others were very surprised when they learned about the changes brought about by Shui Wu's new martial spirit. It's my turn, my mermaid spirit. Yue'er, why are you so anxious? Your martial spirit is the same as mine, do you still need to tell me? Shui Yue'er was introducing his martial arts spirit in a babbling way. Before he could finish speaking, he was pulled aside by Shui Yue'er. Ha ha ha. Yue'er, don't pretend in front of the vice president. Yue'er and others looked at Shui Yue'er's little mouth and felt very amused. Zhu Qin, Yanzi, and Lingling, let's record your new martial arts. Is there no problem? Shui Liangchen asked the three girls for their opinions. After all, their identities are quite special. Dean, there is no problem, we are also students of Tianshui College now, that the three girls introduced their martial spirits one after another. Anyway, everyone has followed Liangchen now, and there is nothing to hide. The martial spirit of Douluo girl became the golden crocodile king, the martial spirits of Heru, Ruoshui, and Qingba became the fish dragon, Yue'er's mermaid, Zhuqing's flying cat, Yanzi's green dragon, the cold sacred heart begonia feels like a super martial spirit. Before, Xiaotian said that Bing'er's ice phoenix spirit might have reached the god level, and it seems that he is close to that. These girls have grown up, it's amazing. Mu Qingxue, and Qi, and Su Lin looked at the powerful martial arts of these girls and admired that little guy Yi Liangchen for using only a small pill to bring earth-shaking success to these girls. Variety. I heard that there is a titled Douluo in the Spirit Hall, named Golden Crocodile Douluo. He is a level 98 titled Douluo. His spirit is the Golden Crocodile King. Now Yuliu's spirit has evolved into the Golden Crocodile King. Wouldn't that be even better? At this time, the old Dean Shui Lingfeng remembered what Sword Douluo said about Golden Crocodile Douluo, so he told everyone. There is a level 98 Golden Crocodile Douluo in Wushuang Palace. Grandma Dean, is this true? Shui Wu, Yue'er and others were shocked. Level 98 titled Douluo, that was a peerless Douluo. It's true. I also heard what Sword Douluo of the Seven Treasures Glazed sect said back then. The Golden Crocodile Douluo has lived for more than 100 years. His martial spirit is called the Golden Crocodile King. Tyrannosaurus Rex's top beast martial spirit. Girl Douluo, you have to work hard. Your martial spirit is better than that of Golden Crocodile Douluo. I hope that one day, you can reach that level. Shui Lingfeng explained to everyone the Golden Crocodile Douluo, and also encouraged the little girl Yuliu. Grandma Dean, I will work hard. Yuliu was shocked when he heard that a strong man with the Golden Crocodile King's martial spirit had actually reached level 98 titled Douluo, and he also looked forward to achieving such an achievement in the future. Girls, Xiaotian said before that you all have the opportunity to practice to level 99 in the future. Although I don't know if that brat is bragging, but he helped everyone evolve their martial arts into super martial arts, giving you powerful talents. With the basics, then work hard, understand? Shui Liangchen said some words of encouragement to the girls, and then thought of the little guy's miraculous operations over the years. She almost meant what she said, and it was really possible for these girls to reach the ultimate Douluo in the future. Don't worry, Dean. We will definitely work hard, otherwise we will be sorry for Brother Xiaotian's help. Shui Bing'er and others waved their fists and shouted loudly, their whole bodies filled with strong fighting spirit. After the old Dean Shui Lingfeng took the creation pill, like Shui Liangchen, the ice phoenix spirit also awakened the realm and its soul power rose to level 94. As for Su Lin, like Shui Yue'er, the dolphin spirit also evolved into mermaid. Now that the soul power of Shui Yue'er and Su Lin has risen to level 90, Shui Lingfeng and Shui Liangchen are preparing to obtain the 9th soul ring for the two women, so they plan to take Shui Bing'er and the other girls to Kazakhstan in a few days. The Hanhai city of Genda's kingdom is preparing to go to the sea to obtain soul rings for everyone. In a few days, we will set off to Hanhai city to let you obtain the 4th soul ring. Su Lin and Lan Yu will also be there. The two of them will obtain the 9th soul ring and be promoted to titled Douluo. As for Zhuqin girl's 4th soul ring, let Xiaotian arrange it. That little guy can hunt 20,000-year-old soul beasts by himself. There is no problem at all in getting the 4th soul ring for Zhuqin. Moreover, the little guy can find the fourth soul ring for Zhu Qing. The discernment of soul beasts is better than ours, and that little guy also helped Zhu Qing get the 2000 ghost leopard soul ring, and he also gave her an external soul bone. Shui Lingfeng, as the old dean of Tianshui College, directly arranged these subsequent tasks. When Zhu Qing heard that the old dean had directly arranged for her to go out alone with Liangchen, she was very excited and almost shouted "Long live the dean's grandma," but she hid it well and did not show it. "Can't Sister Zhu Qing come with us?" Shui Yue'er murmured in a low voice. She was worried about what would happen to Xiao Mao and Liangchen when they went out alone. After all, this busted girl liked her little guy very much. "Stop thinking nonsense every day and be more serious." Shui Bing'er looked at her sister's weird look and knew what was going on in her mind. "Yue'er, Zhu Qing girl's soul ring needs to be found in the Star Forest or the Sunset Forest so that it can be obtained more easily. It is difficult to find one suitable for her in the sea. If you follow us to the sea and can't find a suitable one, you have to go to the Star Forest. It will take a long time for everyone. It will be faster if Xiaotian takes her to get the fourth ring." Shui Lanqin immediately saw Shui Yue'er's little thoughts, so she advised her not to have too many thoughts. Zhu Qing has now joined Liangchen's camp, and they are all his own. The little kitten escaped from Xingluo Kingdom, and after meeting his brat, he immediately followed him. As an elder, Shui Lanqin naturally had to fulfill his wish. Since this girl has grown up now and will become a powerful titled Douluo in the future, it is impossible for them to let her leave their camp. The presence of Zhu Qing will be of great help to the little guy in unifying the Star Luo Empire in the future. Ha! Yue'er is jealous. Shui Wu, Yue'er, and others laughed. Ha! Jealous? That doesn't exist. Shui Yue'er chuckled. She and that guy have been living together for a long time. The one who is closer to the water is the first to get the moon. Last night, I almost had a double cultivation with brother Xiaotian. Do I still need to be jealous? Dean, can we go with you? We have never seen the sea in our whole lives. Dugu Yan and Yi Lingling asked Shui Lanqin. Of course you can go. We still need the help of girl Lingling's Sacred Heart Begonia. With Lingling here, we can go as far as we want. Now that everyone is a team, Shui Lanqin must arrange for these girls to act together. If Zhu Qing had not needed to obtain the fourth soul ring, she would have been asked to follow everyone. Okay, that's it. Everyone disperse. After Shui Lingfeng finished speaking, she left the school and rushed towards Mingyue Villa, preparing to discuss the construction of Tinglong Pavilion with Dugu Bo and Yi Suling. As for obtaining the third soul ring for the three young people of the Yi family, Shui Lingfeng the city lord's palace had already sent 2 soul saints to take them to the Star Do Forest. In Jingxian Villa, Yi Liangchen practiced for a whole morning. After eating some simple meals, he began to copy the first 2 chapters of 5 Elements Boxing Manual and Hunyuan Ju. As for the third chapter, there was no need to pass it on. It was his own exclusive chapter. After working for several hours, the transcription was finally completed. Yi Liangchen started to make dinner and waited for Shui Bing'er and the others to come back for dinner. Seeing himself wearing an apron and chopping vegetables with a kitchen knife in his hand, Yi Liangchen couldn't help but smile. He felt like a good family man, preparing dinner and waiting for his wife to come home from get off work to enjoy it. More than an hour later, a sumptuous dinner was ready, with 6 dishes and 1 soup, all delicious and delicious. Wow! Xiaotian, the food you cook tastes so good. At this time, Shui Bing'er and her sisters walked in from outside, holding hands. Sisters, go wash your hands quickly and get ready to eat. Seeing the 2 girls coming back, Yi Liangchen quickly greeted them and prepared to eat. Thank you, Xiaotian, for cooking such a sumptuous dinner for us. Shui Bing'er came over and kissed Yi Liangchen on the face. It felt very sweet. Sister, why did you get ahead of me? Aren't you pretending to be cold? Shui Yue'er glanced at her sister with a strange expression, and then kissed a certain guy directly on the mouth. Yue'er, I am the elder sister, so naturally I have to come first. What should I pretend to be at home? Shui Bing'er glanced at her sister and thought, what's the difference between us sisters? What is yours is mine, what is mine is still mine. Liangchen has been used to being kissed by beautiful women since he was a child, and now he doesn't feel anything. He feels very calm inside. Brother Xiaotian, in a few days, we are going to Hanhai City in Häagen-Dazs to get the fourth soul ring in the sea. Grandma asked you to take Sister Zhuqing to the Soul Beast Forest and help her get the fourth soul ring. Don't let anything happen to her. That while the two women were eating, they talked to Liangchen about what happened a few days later. When Shui Yue'er talked about Zhuqing, she specifically told him not to cause trouble. I think Sister Bing'er doesn't need to go to the sea to get the fourth spirit ring. I once encountered a 12,000-year-old ice evil emperor lizard in the Sunset Forest. I was collecting medicine in the valley, and the spirit beast was still facing me. I gave chase, and at that time, in search of medicine, I ignored it and had to fly away. Zhuqing's fourth soul ring can be easily found in the Sunset Forest, including ghost tigers, sky-splitting tigers, and saber-toothed tigers. I have encountered several that are around 5,000 years old, and one of them is as old as 13,000 years old. But she shouldn't be able to absorb it. Liangchen recalled the days when he and the Blue-Silver Emperor were gathering herbs in the Sunset Forest. They encountered many powerful soul beasts, which were both thrilling and exciting. Fortunately, he had the flying skills at that time to avoid those powerful soul beasts. The 12,000-year-old ice evil emperor lizard. Brother Xiaotian, are you telling the truth? Shui Bing'er had read in the Soul Beast Encyclopedia that soul beasts like the ice evil emperor lizard were very powerful and rare, and were very suitable for her. She didn't expect that this little guy would encounter them in the Sunset Forest. Sister Bing'er, it's true. If you want to challenge the fourth ring of 10,000 years, the 10,000 years ice evil emperor lizard is very suitable for you. Liangchen felt that Shui Bing'er should be able to absorb the soul ring of the evil ice emperor lizard. To be honest, he was quite surprised when he met the evil ice emperor lizard at that time. Xiaotian, is there a soul beast suitable for me in the Sunset Forest? Shui Yue'er also wanted to go out with this guy. Sister Yue'er, your martial spirit has evolved into a mermaid. Naturally, you have to go to the sea to find it. There are a lot of martial spirits suitable for mermaids in the sea. There is no need to go to the Sunset Forest to slowly search for them. Liangchen immediately saw that this girl just liked to play, so he reminded her that as a soul master, cultivation is the most important thing. Yue'er, what Xiaotian said makes sense. If you follow us to Sunset Forest, if you can't find the right one, it will take more time. Shui Bing'er also said a few words beside her, telling her not to be too willful. Okay. I listen to you. Shui Bing'er spoke. As a younger sister, Shui Yue'er naturally had to obey. After eating, Shui Bing'er took the two of them to her mother's residence and told them about the ice evil emperor lizard. Now that Xiaotian has discovered the 10,000 years ice evil emperor lizard, Bing'er and Zhuqing should go to the Sunset Forest. Sister Shui Lanxin was worrying about Shui Bing'er's fourth soul ring, but she didn't expect to have a clue so soon. Xiaotian, Zhuqing girl's fourth soul ring, what soul beast are you going to help her find? Shui Lanxin asked Liangchen. Ghost tigers, sky-splitting tigers, saber-toothed tigers, ghost wolves, etc. are all fine. I will ask Senior Douluo later. He used to live in the Sunset Forest and knows more about the soul beasts there. Then you decide for yourself, I believe in your vision. Seeing Liangchen's confident look, Shui Lanxin and the two sisters didn't worry about anything. Bing'er, the 12,000-year-old ice evil emperor lizard is also a great challenge for you. You have to show your courage and only succeed and cannot fail. Shui Lanxin looked at her daughter and said a few words, a word of encouragement. Mother, believe me, Xiaotian's fourth soul ring can absorb 23,000-year-old soul rings. I can only absorb 12,000-year-old soul rings. I will definitely succeed. Shui Bing'er is a determined person and is very confident in the challenge of the fourth ring of 10,000 years. Besides, she believes in Liangchen. If this guy says it can be done, it will be done. Liangchen is not worried about anything. Shui Bing'er and Shui Yue'er were killed by him with pills when they were young. In addition, after practicing the 5 elements Divine Fist and Hunyuan Ju for so many years, they only have a 10,000-year soul ring. It's not a problem at all. In fact, the rest of the Tianshui girl group may have absorbed the 4th ring of 10,000 years. After the martial soul evolved, their physical fitness has already undergone earth-shaking changes. I just don't know if they have the courage to give it a try. Before, Liangchen only suggested that these girls absorb 8,000-year soul bones in the 4th ring. That was just the most conservative estimate. Now, these girls have absorbed 50,000-year soul bones. If they really want to challenge the 10,000-year 4th ring, there should be no problem. Big. Xiaotian, do you think Yue'er, Shui Wu, and the others can challenge the 4th ring of 10,000 years? Shui Liangchen asked Liangchen. After all, this little guy has broken various records since the first round and has rich experience in this area. Aunt Lan, everyone has practiced the 5 elements Divine Fist for so many years. There is no problem with their physical fitness. The key depends on whether they are brave enough. As long as they can pass the soul shock caused by the 10,000-year soul ring, it should not be a problem. Liangchen put forward his own opinion, and Shui Liangchen and the sisters suddenly brightened up and thought it was interesting. Shui Lianyue even encouraged her daughter. Okay. Let's try it. Yue'er, challenge the 4th ring of 10,000 years. From now on, you will have more dignity if you stand by Xiaotian's side. Mom, don't worry. If my sister can do it, so can I. Shui Yue'er waved her fist and decided to challenge her. Even if her sister can do it, she can't fall behind. Chapter 84 Sprayed in the Face. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. 2 days later, Liangchen had copied the fist manual and the first 2 chapters of Hunyuan Ju. He also asked for 2 10,000-year soul bones from Shui Liangchen and planned to give them to Douluo Bo and Yi Suling. Construction has begun on the outskirts of Tinglong Pavilion. The Lord of Tianshui City hired a large number of workers to build a road directly from the south of Tianshui College. It was quite a scene. This morning, Liangchen came to Mingyue Villa and saw Douluo Bo and Yi Suling discussing something not far from the villa. Xiaotian, you're here. When the two saw the little guy coming, they immediately greeted him with a smile. Senior Douluo, and Yi, how are you living here? Liangchen also said hello to the two of them. Very good. I now arrange various tasks with the city lord and the others every day, and my life is very fulfilling every day. Douluo Bo said with a smile that although he was very relaxed when he was a worshipper of Tiando, he was often troubled by toxins, which made him very painful. Although I am a little busier now, I am building my own career, which is extremely refreshing. Xiaotian, it's good for us here. We don't have to worry about anything every day. It's much more comfortable than Tiando City. Yi Suling likes her current life very much. In Tiando City, she is very afraid of people from big families. Although she is a Contra, she is only a healing Contra and has no ability to protect herself. In order to protect the weak family, they can only deal with the major forces. That's good. Senior Douluo, and Yi, this is the boxing manual and the new meditation practice method that I copied. From now on, you can practice these techniques with Aunt Yi and the others. It will be very helpful for you to improve your strength. By the way, there are 2,000-year-old soul bones here for you. Sister Yan and Sister Ling also got 50,000-year-old soul bones. This is what I promised you before. Aunt Yi, this 40,000-year-old eagle torso bone should give you a flying skill. In this way, you will have the ability to protect yourself. Liangchen directly gave the soul bones and skills to the two of them. After all, he would have to rely on the two of them to help manage his Tinglong Pavilion in the future. As a boss, he couldn't be too stingy. Xiaotian, you are really a rich man, you just gave away the 10,000-year soul bone casually. Douluo looked at the right leg sole bone in his hand. He saw that it was at least 50,000 years old. Xiaotian, don't you use such a precious sole bone yourself? Yi Suling was very shocked at this moment. This boy actually gave her such a big gift, a 40,000-year-old overlord eagle torso sole bone. If it were put up for auction, it would probably cost tens of millions of gold sole coins. Senior Douluo, Yi, hurry up and absorb it. I have no shortage of sole bones. If I have a chance in the future, I will get a few more for you. Yi Liangchen has no use for these 10,000-year-old sole bones now, except for auctioning them or giving them away directly. Thank you then, Aunt. Yi Suling was overjoyed. With the sole bone, her strength would increase, and she would also gain the ability to protect herself. It was so cool. Xiaotian, you're welcome, why don't you consider my Yen? If you two get married, I can be your grandfather, ha ha ha. Douluo smiled and put away his sole bone, and then promoted his granddaughter to Yi Liangchen. Senior Douluo, if Sister Yen hears you say that, she will definitely pull out your beard. Yi Liangchen found it funny to see the old man sending his granddaughter away at every turn. Senior Douluo, the future is long. Children and grandchildren will have their own blessings. Let them deal with the children's affairs by themselves. Let's not worry about it. Yi Suling smiled at the side. She knew that Shui Lanxin and Shui Lanyue had already arranged their daughter for the little guy. It would not be good for Yi Lingling and the little guy to develop now. Anyway, there will be opportunities in the future. This kind of thing cannot be rushed. By the way, Senior Douluo, you have lived in the Sunset Forest for many years. Tell me about those powerful soul beasts. I am going to find an 8,000-year-old ghost tiger or a sky-splitting tiger for Zhu Zhuqin. The soul beast is regarded as her fourth soul ring. Yi Liangchen mainly inquired about the activity areas of those powerful soul beasts, so as not to have to search slowly when the time came. Oh. Looks like that girl from the Star Luo Empire is not that simple. Her fourth soul ring is 8,000 years old. It seems like you must have helped that girl's martial soul evolve. Senior Douluo, I think it's not just that girl. The martial arts of those girls should have evolved. Sister Shui Lanxin is planning to build a super team and let those girls participate in the next Soul Master competition. Dean Shui, this is a big deal. In this way, these girls are very likely to win the championship. Senior Douluo, with Xiaotian here, winning the championship is a sure thing. Haha. That's right. Once this little guy takes action, no team can handle it. Douluo and Yi Suling had unknowingly felt the power of Tianshui Academy. Senior Douluo, Yi, the next Soul Master competition is almost 3 years away. It's too early to say these things now. Yi Liangchen said modestly, but for Tianshui College, the Soul Master competition is a stage to show strength. For himself, it is just to do something and control the future pattern of the mainland. Xiaotian, there are many powerful soul beasts in the Sunset Forest. Let me tell you a few areas. You should pay attention to them. Centered on my medicine garden, 100 miles to the east. Douluo talked to Yi Liangchen and introduced the activity areas of some powerful soul beasts, as well as the types of soul beasts. Xiaotian, if you don't want to take the road to Tiando City, you can pass through Divine Wind City and Blazing Fire City, and then walk another 500 or 600 kilometers to reach the western part of Sunset Forest. Do you want me to go with you? Thinking of what happened in Tiando City a few days ago, Douluo provided Yi Liangchen with another route to bypass Tiando City to avoid being targeted by the royal family. Thank you, Senior Douluo, we can handle it, no need to trouble you. That's right, you kid can come and go freely in the Sunset Forest by yourself, I guess there won't be anything difficult for you. Senior Douluo, Yi, I'll take my leave now. After Yi Liangchen said goodbye to the two of them, he returned to Tianshui College. He also knew what Douluo said about Divine Wind City and Blazing Fire City. They were the two elemental cities where Divine Wind Academy and Blazing Fire Academy were located. Wushuang, and Feng Xiaotian were from these two cities. Great elemental city, time flew by and it was time to get ready to go out again. On this morning, Liangchen packed up his clothes and just walked out of the room. The blue-silver emperor left the flower pot directly and got into Liangchen's clothes with a swish. "Xiaotian, I'll go with you. You'll be safer with me here." The blue-silver emperor is now Liangchen's pet, so he naturally has to follow his master. Moreover, only by following this guy can he practice faster. "Okay, let's go together." Liangchen was also very happy that the blue-silver emperor wanted to follow him into the sunset forest. After all, its presence was equivalent to having an alarm. When they came downstairs, they found that Zhu Zhu had arrived at the villa early in the morning and was making breakfast with Shui Bing'er. This girl was very excited about this trip. As for Shui Yue'er, she set out with the Tianshui girl group yesterday. Shui Lanxin also called Yi Suling, the super nanny, because after all, she wanted to obtain the 9th ring for the 2-title Douluo, so having a super auxiliary would be safer. "Brother Chen, I have to trouble you again." Seeing Liangchen coming downstairs, Zhu Zhuqing said hello to him. "Zhuqing, we are all on our own, so don't say these disrespectful words. Let's have breakfast first and then set off. Anyway, we have plenty of time. Xiaotian, eat quickly." Shui Bing'er laid out breakfast and asked the two of them to start eating. "Sister Bing'er, have you been to Blazing Fire City and Divine Wind City?" Liangchen asked Shui Bing'er. "I have never been there. Blazing Fire City, Divine Wind City, and Tianshui City are the 3 major elemental cities. There are also 2 other elemental cities, namely Thunder City and Elephant City, which are located in the east and south of Tiando City respectively. Each of the 5 elemental cities has an academy, also known as the 5 Elemental Academy of Tiando." While eating, Shui Bing'er introduced some situations of the 5 Elements Academy to the two of them. When it was mentioned that the students of the Elephant Armor sect were all strong men who started weighing around 300 kilograms, Zhu Zhuqing was stunned. "Sister Bing'er, a man weighing 300 to 400 pounds, how tall is he?" Zhu Zhuqing couldn't imagine that a 400-pound strong man walked over. The scene was really shocking. Shui Bing'er smiled. "Anyway, normal people like us are just like children in front of those from Elephant Academy. Sister Bing'er, I heard that the Elephant Armor sect's inherited martial spirit is the Diamond Mammoth, and all of them are tall and tall. Then shouldn't the women in their sect also weigh 300 to 400 pounds? Liangchen thought of the 2 to 3 meter tall strong men of the Elephant Armor sect, all of them were mountains of flesh. If a woman possessed the Diamond Mammoth spirit, she would be like a super King Kong Barbie. It was scary to think about it. Pfft. Ha ha ha. That when Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing heard this, they burst out laughing. The rice grains in their mouths sprayed in Liangchen's face, making him completely confused. "I'm sorry. Brother Xiaotian, ha ha ha. Brother Chen, I usually don't laugh, but this time I really couldn't help it, ha ha ha." That the two women wiped the rice off Liangchen's face while laughing regardless of their appearance. "I'm talking about 2 beauties, but you don't have any image at all now." Liangchen didn't expect that with just one sentence, the 2 women would spray him in the face. "Brother Xiaotian, what image do you want?" After wiping the rice grains off Liangchen's face, Shui Bing'er saw that the guy's coat was stained, so she took off his clothes and washed them. "Brother Chen, I'm sorry." Zhu Zhuqing felt a little embarrassed thinking about how he had sprayed the other person in the face before. "Zhuqing, don't worry about this." Liangchen walked into the bathroom, washed his face, and then took out a coat from the soul guide again and put it on. Xiaotian, the woman with the Diamond Mammoth martial spirit does not weigh 300 or 400 pounds, nor is she 2 or 3 meters tall. However, those women are very fat, at least around 180 pounds. But there are very few women who possess the Diamond Mammoth martial spirit. Most martial arts spirits like the Elephant Armor sect are passed down to men. At this time, the voice of the Blue-Silver Emperor sounded in Liangchen's mind, introducing him to some information about the Elephant Armor sect. She was also amused that the little guy talked about a woman weighing 300 to 400 pounds. That's it. I thought those women also weighed 300 pounds, Liangchen pictured the scene in his mind. A super King Kong Barbie with a diamond mammoth martial spirit walked towards him. The scene was so shocking that the earth might have shaken. Chapter 85 set a small goal for the kitten. You are listening at MaleProtagonist. After the three of them finished cleaning up, they walked out of the villa and walked towards the school gate. Many students in the college watched Liangchen and the others going out and greeted them one after another. When the three of them arrived at the school gate, they happened to bump into Wushuang and Leah who were on duty. Seeing Liangchen and the three of them traveling together, the two women started teasing each other. Oh! Bing'er, Zhuqing, you two said you were going to get soul rings, but I think you are going on your honeymoon with brother Xiaotian. That's right. Brother Xiaotian, you are really envious of having two beauties walking with you. Shui, Leah, and Shui Bing'er are also classmates, but their qualifications are relatively poor. They are now 16 years old and their soul power is only level 33 and 34. What are you talking about? Leah, Shui, let's go, goodbye. Seeing the two girls showing auntie smiles, Shui Bing'er suddenly didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Goodbye, two sisters. Zhuqing suddenly blushed when the two women teased him like this. But when he thought about it carefully, it was just like what the two women said. After all, the time when he followed this man in the mountains was so wonderful. Sisters, I'll give you some gifts when you get back. Liangchen waved to Leah and Shui, and left the college with Shui Bing'er and Zhuqing. Brother Xiaotian, be careful along the way, go early and come back early, and protect Bing'er and sister Zhuqing. The two women told the three to pay attention to their safety, and sighed as they watched their disappearing figures. The man is handsome and the woman is beautiful. It's great. Sisters, do you think brother Xiaotian will be captured by Bing'er this time? It's hard to say. There is also that big-breasted girl. Brother Xiaotian is really lucky. I envy them so much. Now I want to find a man to fall in love with. Haha. Leah, I think you are thinking about spring. Shui, you are still the same, our eldest sister should stop laughing at the second sister, ha. After the two women finished speaking, they laughed regardless of their image. They were simply two female hooligans. After leaving the academy, Liangchen and the others walked towards Tianshui city, intending to buy some outdoor supplies in the city. After all, this trip was going to Sunset Forest, which would take at least a long time. In order not to reveal their identities, the three of them all wore casual clothes. Liangchen used a dream mask to transform into another handsome boy as usual. Zhuqing also put away the cat ears and tail headdress to avoid unnecessary trouble. Zhuqing, since you joined Tianshui Academy, your identity has not been revealed. Do you think the Star Luo Empire royal family thinks you have disappeared from this world, that the little cat has learned to hide since he followed Liangchen for a while? The same thing happened after he came to Tianshui College. Every time he walked out of the school, he took off his tail and cat ear decorations. In order to hide her identity, she never went to the Tianshui City Wushuang branch to receive the Soul Master subsidy. After all, she now has 80,000 gold soul coins and is not short of money. Brother Chen, I haven't had a good life at home since I was 6 years old. In order to prevent me from getting stronger, my sister often sends people to scare me, so that I can't practice with peace of mind. I am frightened every day, and my parents look on with cold eyes and say this what a family rule. Sometimes I feel like I'm redundant. Now that I think about it, I'm just a pawn in the family that can be sacrificed at any time. That cold and ruthless family has no sense of existence to me, otherwise I wouldn't have tried my best to escape from that family. After coming to Tianshui College, I realized what life is. There are no calculations or intrigues here. Everyone cares for each other. For us women, this place is simply paradise. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er, thank you for your help. After Zhuqing finished speaking, he saluted respectfully to the two of them. Okay. Sister Zhuqing, don't talk about this, we are all our own. Shui Bing'er helped Zhu Zhuqing up and stretched out her hand to block the little cat's pair of big Europeans. She thought to herself, why didn't this girl pay attention? She has such a great figure and you still bend down to salute. There is a man here. Zhu Zhuqing also realized it and immediately blushed, but she didn't care. Anyway, Brother Chen was not an outsider, so it didn't matter if he saw it. Looking at Liangchen who looked calm next to him, Zhu Zhuqing pulled Shui Bing'er far ahead, looked at him sincerely, and whispered. Sister Bing'er, everything I have now was given by Brother Chen. I have nothing to repay. I just hope to follow him forever, even if I am a maid, do you mind? Zhu Zhuqing knew that the sisters Shui Bing'er would marry Liangchen together in the future. This matter was already known to everyone in the college. She also wanted to join in and seek the opinion of her eldest sister Shui Bing'er. Zhuqing, we are good sisters and will be together forever. Don't say these words again. Shui Bing'er looked at the little kitten and thought that her mother had already acquiesced in allowing you to come in. Otherwise, how could she have let you join the academy? Besides, mother also said that taking the initiative to accept the little kitten would be of great help to Xiaotian in unifying the Star Luo Empire in the future. As the eldest sister, she must take a long-term view and not be petty. Sister Bing'er, thank you. I won't argue about anything. I just hope that I can stay with you. That's enough. Seeing that the eldest sister had agreed, Zhu Zhuqing was very excited and hugged Shui Bing'er directly. Sister Zhuqing, I heard from your mother that you met Brother Xiaotian in the Star Do Forest when you were a child. Could it be that at that time, you were already interested in him? Sister Bing'er, Brother Chen saved me from a wolf. I will never forget it. Later, I escaped from Xingluo Kingdom just to find him. This little guy is merciless at only 6 years old. It's true. Sister Bing'er, Brother Chen was still young at that time, how could he have thought about these things? That the two women hugged each other and whispered quietly, which surprised Liangchen in the distance, as if he had discovered a huge melon. Sister Lan, do you think there is any drama between them? Liangchen talked to Lan Yinhuang with his soul. Ah! Xiaotian, why are you thinking so wildly? I heard them discussing issues about you. Blue Silver Emperor quietly stretched out a branch from Liangchen's collar, sensing the conversation between the two women. Discussing my problems? What do I have to discuss? Sister Lan, you hide it and I'll tease them. You are just a naughty guy. Looking at this little guy who likes to make trouble, Blue Silver Emperor retracted the branches, but it felt quite fun. Hey! Little kitten, Sister Bing'er, why did you two hug each other while talking? Is there some story? That seeing the two girls quarreling with each other, Liangchen looked like a crowd eating melons and shouted at them, making Shui Bing'er roll her eyes. Smelly brother, what are you talking about? You just have random thoughts. Shui Bing'er came over, grabbed Liangchen's ears, and rubbed his face to stop him from thinking. Sister Bing'er, I'm not thinking wildly, it's just that your actions with the kitten just now will cause other people to think wildly, ahahaha. Fortunately, no one else passed by here at this time, otherwise the misunderstanding would have been huge. Liangchen couldn't help but want to laugh when he saw Shui Bing'er's angry look. Are you still laughing? Sister Zhuqing, help me scratch him. Ah, oh. The eldest sister to Shui Bing'er spoke, and the kitten had to obey, so it immediately stepped forward, stretched out a pair of cat paws, and began to tickle Liangchen. Smelly brother, you were so well behaved when you were little, but now that you have grown up, you actually make fun of your sister. Shui Bing'er tickled Liangchen with her hands while pretending to teach the little guy a serious lesson. Two beauties, stop scratching. I just won't laugh. Don't worry, I didn't see or hear anything just now. Liangchen pulled away the two women's paws, quickly moved away, and ran forward, leaving the two women stomping behind him. After the fight, the three of them were in a very good mood and continued to move forward, especially the little cat. She didn't expect that the eldest sister to Shui Bing'er would be so generous. It was so unexpected. Zhu Qing, I was thinking about it. Now that you have disappeared, the Netherworld family and the White Tiger Dai family can't find any trace of you. They may choose another woman from your Zhu family to team up with Dai Mubai, and then participate into the royal rivalry. Brother Chen, what you said makes sense. If the royal family chooses a girl of the right age to match Dai Mubai from our Zhu family, they will have to choose from a side branch. After all, my second sister is dead and is just an ordinary person. Sister Zhu Qing, you girls from the Zhu family are really pitiful. They feel like tools. Sister Bing'er, you are right. Unless you are born early and have relatively high talent, like my eldest sister, she has all the advantages. The sisters born after us cannot compete with her at all. The purpose of the marriage between the Dai family and the Zhu family is also to maintain their dominance through the martial soul fusion skill of Netherworld White Tiger. The top brass of the Zhu family also gained power, glory and wealth through the marriage, at the cost of your Zhu family. Strictly speaking, the Nether Civet family is a vassal of the Dai family due to the sacrifice of a direct lineage woman. Brother Chen, you are right. In our generation, the eldest sister will benefit, while the second sister and I will have to sacrifice. Zhu Qing talked with the two about the competition rules of the Xingluo royal family, and felt that it was very unfair. In the past, when he was at home, his horizons were still small. His elders told him that these were the rules that had been passed down from the family. Now that he came to Tianshui Academy, he has gained a wider knowledge. Their horizons have broadened, and looking back at the competition rules of the Xingluo royal family, they are simply inhumane. Zhu Qing, don't think so much. When you become stronger in the future, you can directly destroy the Dai family. Then you will control the entire Xingluo empire. You will decide all the rules yourself. Liangchen directly and domineeringly set a small goal for Zhu Qing. When the time comes, the little cat will become the empress, and he will be the empress's husband. Xiaotian, your goal is too big. Shui Bing'er looked at the guy next to her. At such a young age, he actually said such domineering words. Chen, brother Chen, are you serious? Zhu Qing was so frightened by Liangchen's words that he even stuttered when speaking. It was too courageous for him to become the empress and rule the entire Xingluo empire. Kitten, of course what I said is true. I have said before that I want the whole world to be 99. As for who will be the emperor, I have the final say. Sister Bing'er, if you want to be the empress of the Tiando Empire, I will fight for you in the future. The people in the Tiando Empire's royal family are not good birds anyway. Liangchen has already thought about it, and this will be the arrangement from now on. As long as Qianren is a masochist, she can be subdued, and she will be allowed to manage the spirit hall in the future. As for the female Pope Bibi Dong, if she dares to come to him trouble, we will take care of her when the time comes. You brat, you know how to brag every day. Shui Bing'er shook her head helplessly. This guy was just a soul sect, so it was really unreliable for him to dare to make such big claims. Pfft. Brother Chen, let's talk about the future after we have the strength. Looking at Liangchen's serious look, Zhu Qing didn't think he was bragging. After all, the changes this man brought to everyone were so amazing. My mother said before that you went to Tiando City and learned nothing else but how to brag. Stop bragging in front of my sister from now on, and leave quickly. Shui Bing'er hugged Liangchen's arm and walked forward. The little cat behind him also immediately stepped forward and hugged this guy's other arm, letting this guy enjoy the blessing of being together. The early morning sunshine shone on the bodies of the three young people, leaving behind three beautiful figures, at the same time, in a meeting hall of the Star Luo Empire Palace. Star Luo Emperor Dai Tianfeng and Zhu family master Zhu Tianlai gathered together to discuss the matter between Zhu Qing and Dai Mubai. Shui Zhu, is there no news about that little girl Zhu Qing? Dai Tianfeng asked Zhu Qing's father, Zhu Tianlai, that the little girl ran away with an unknown boy and killed members of the royal family, which made him very embarrassed. Your Majesty, our people have searched all the major cities in the Tiando Empire and found no clues about Zhuqin girl. They even checked the major branch halls of Wuhuan Palace and found no record of the Spirit Master subsidy that this girl has received. I don't know if that girl is still alive now. It feels like she has disappeared from this world forever. Zhu Tianlai waved his hand helplessly. He had sent people to the Tiando Empire to check before, but those people still used cat ears plus tail to search, and they couldn't find them at all. In addition, the kitten joined in without anyone noticing. After entering Tianshui College, those who usually do not leave the college can only check their loneliness. Mubai is already studying at Shrek Academy in Flanders, the four-eyed cat eagle. Since we can't find Zhuqin girl, we will choose another girl of the same age from the Zhu family as a backup to compete with Mubai in the Soul Master competition. White pairing, the imperial royal family's heir competition cannot just be left to chance. Sooner or later, things will come to light. I want to see who is so bold. Dare to slap my star Luo Empire in the face. In order to better train Davis, Dai Tianfeng had to formulate a backup plan to let another woman from the Zhu family team up with Dai Mubai. Your Majesty, this is all we can do. The two old guys discussed it and selected an 18-year-old Soul Master woman from a branch of the Zhu family, and then let her team up with Dai Mubai when the Soul Master competition started. At first, the woman's parents were reluctant, but Zhu Tianlai promised their family that they only need to participate in one competition. Even if they lose, their lives will not be in danger, and they can also receive support from family resources until the Soul Master competition. The woman had no choice but to accept this task. In fact, Zhu Tianlai just asked that woman to be a tool to deal with Dai Tianfeng. How could he win against Davis and Zhu Zhuyan? Chapter 86 Huo Wu vs. Huo Wushuang vs. Feng Xiaotian. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Liangchen and the others came to the center of Tianshui city and purchased a large amount of outdoor living supplies. Liangchen also bought pots, pans, some salt seasonings, etc. They had to eat and drink well when they were out. Are you going on a trip? Do you even buy these things? Shui Bing'er was speechless when she saw Liangchen buying a bunch of cooking utensils, grain, oil, rice and noodles. Sister Bing'er, let me tell you, cooking outdoors is especially delicious. Zhu Zhuqin helped pack things and told Shui Bing'er about the fun of picnics. Let's go. Let's set off. Liangchen put all the supplies into the soul guide and called for the two girls to set off. Xiaotian, should we buy a carriage? Shui Bing'er thought it would be better to take a car for such a long journey. Sister Bing'er, now that the kitten has flying skills, why do we need to take a carriage? We can fly directly between the mountains, how fast? Okay. Sister, I will listen to your arrangements. It took the three of them a while to get out of Tianshui city, and then headed straight towards the mountains. Swish, swish, swish. The three figures were like eagles, flying between the mountains and ridges, with the mountains, rivers, and land receding continuously behind them. In the evening, the three of them came to Blazing City, one of the 5 elements, and planned to rest in this city for a day. Blazing Fire City is a large city comparable to Tianshui City. This city has a large number of fire attribute soul masters. Among them, Blazing Fire Academy is famous far and wide. The students it accepts are also fire attribute soul masters, and they also go to extremes. Teaching flow, the three of them walked into a Rose Hotel and were about to check in. When several waiters in the hotel lobby saw a handsome guy with 2 beautiful beauties, they all raised their lips, thinking that this guy is really good. Manager, come to the 3 most luxurious rooms. Liangchen came to the counter, took out the gold soul coins, and prepared to open 3 rooms. Sir, I'm sorry, there is only 1 room tonight. The lobby manager is a man in his 30s. Seeing that Liangchen and 2 beauties actually booked 3 rooms, he thought to himself, the handsome guy brought 2 beauties to the Rose Hotel, how could he let you stay in 3 rooms? Don't we want to lose face? So the lobby manager immediately started working as a matchmaker, creating opportunities for the three young people to contribute a little to the cause of human development. Manager, I feel like you are doing it on purpose. You don't even make any money. Liangchen felt that the service at this Rose Hotel was so weird. It was the same in every city. In addition to his normal work, he also often acted as a moon guy, connecting young men and women. Sir, there is really only one room, but please don't worry. The most luxurious room is very large. It has 2 suites and a living room. The 3 of you can definitely fit in it. The lobby manager said with a smile, insisting that there is only one room, thinking that even if you are a titled Douluo, I dare to say that there is only one room. Okay. Just one room. Shui Bing'er spoke at this time and directly asked the manager to open a room. Anyway, they used pseudonyms here and these people didn't know each other. Moreover, they came to such an unfamiliar city, so the 3 of them stayed together for safety. A little. Okay, dear madam, this is the room key. Please take it. I wish you a pleasant stay. The manager handed the room card to Shui Bing'er with a smile, an ant-like smile on his face. Stop standing there, let's go. Xiaotian, follow me. Shui Bing'er took Liangchen's hand and asked Zhu Zhuqing to follow him, heading towards the top-floor luxury guest room. Liangchen was a little confused at the moment. There was something wrong with Shui Bing'er. She felt like she was possessed by Shui Yue'er. After arriving at the top-floor luxury room, Liangchen said to Shui Bing'er, Sister Bing'er, that manager did it on purpose. We have money, so there is no need to crowd into the same room. Pfft. Brother Chen, we all know. Zhu Zhuqing smiled beside him. Anyway, he had slept with this guy in the cave before, and nothing happened. We have lived together since childhood. Now that we are here, what are you afraid of? Could it be that my sister will eat you? In this strange city, the 3 of us need to be safe together, do you understand? Shui Bing'er stretched out her hand and rubbed Liangchen's head. Looking at the confused look on the little guy's face, she felt it was funny. She thought to herself, I was so good to you when I was a child. If you still want to fly when you grow up, there is no way. No. Keep a close eye on you, you might be targeted by other women again. Okay. You have the final say. I'll take a bath and we'll have dinner later. 2 beauties, please don't peek. Liangchen walked into the bathroom and prepared to take a hot bath. After flying for a day, he was almost exhausted. If he didn't have a soul power pill to replenish the soul power of the 3 of them, he would not be able to reach Blazing Fire City in one day. Smelly brother, my sister has looked at your whole body countless times. What's so interesting about you? Shui Bing'er saw that this little guy dared to say that, so she retaliated arrogantly. Bah! Liangchen, who was putting hot water in the bathroom, was shocked by Shui Bing'er's words. Sister Bing'er, you don't respect martial ethics and carry out sneak attacks. Tell me quickly, when did it happen? Liangchen stuck his head out from the bathroom door and asked with a look of disbelief, when had this woman ever seen him take a shower? Terrible. Smelly brother, take your bath quickly. There's no such thing as a sneak attack. How many times does my sister look at you? What's wrong? Shui Bing'er angrily pushed Liangchen's head into the bathroom and closed the door. However, she was in a very happy mood. The little guy was made submissive by herself. It was fun to think about it, seeing Shui Bing'er's domineering words. Zhu Zhuqing opened his small mouth into the word "oh." This is so exciting. Sister Bing'er, are you and Brother Chen? Zhu Zhuqing blushed, showed a strange look, and asked in a low voice. Sister Zhuqing, what are you thinking about? When Xiaotian's parents were away, he was only 3 months old. My mother and the others had to manage the academy, so my sister and I took care of him most of the time. When he was 2 or 3 years old, we still helped him. He's taking a shower. So that's it. Sister Bing'er, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. Otherwise. What else do you think there is? But it doesn't matter, I will marry the little guy anyway. Sister Bing'er, can you tell me about Brother Chen's childhood? No problem, let's go take a bath in the bathroom next to it, and I'll tell you slowly. Shui Bing'er took the little kitten and walked into another bathroom. While taking a bath, she whispered and laughed sweetly from time to time. At noon the next day, Liangchen went shopping with the two girls to take a look at Blazing City and experience the city's customs. At this moment, 3 young people appeared in front of them. One of them was a woman with stunning appearance. She had short red hair and was tall. She was wearing a red short skirt, which showed her hot figure to the fullest. She had a pair of slender legs. If you come ride a tricycle, it's perfect. Behind her were 2 handsome young men, one of whom also had short red hair, was wearing red clothes, and had a hairband on his forehead. The other one was wearing light blue clothes and had short gray hair. He was talking and laughing with the red-haired man, and looked at the red-haired woman in front of him from time to time. These 3 people are Huowu and Wushuang from Blazing Fire Academy, and Feng Xiaotian from Divine Wind Academy. The 5 Elements Academy often allows students to communicate, and this time Kamikaze Academy sent a small team to Blazing Fire Academy for exchanges. After Feng Xiaotian came to Chihua Academy, he was fascinated by Huowu at first sight, so he launched a fierce pursuit and invited her to go shopping. As a doting sister, Wushuang was naturally worried about his sister being alone with Feng Xiaotian. To get along, I had no choice but to follow suit, and thus this unique picture was formed. Brother! Look at the 3 people in front of you. At this time, Huowu discovered that there were 2 stunning women in front of him, one holding a young man's arm on the left and the other walking towards the 3 of them. Moreover, the beauty of the 2 women was as good as his own, and one of them was older. The busty girl, with her amazing figure, makes her feel inferior even more. I'll go. This guy can do it. Wushuang and Feng Xiaotian looked forward and were stunned for a moment, thinking that this guy was so awesome that he could capture 2 top beauties at the same time. Humph. None of the men are good. Huowu saw her brother and Feng Xiaotian staring at the 2 beauties, which made her feel ignored, especially Feng Xiaotian, who had said that he wanted to pursue this lady before, but now he was staring at other beauties. Now Huowu and Feng Xiaotian have known each other many times. Feng Xiaotian will soon transform into a licking dog, and he is also a genius with innate soul power. His brother also thinks that Feng Xiaotian is good and lets her try to communicate. Huowu also returns, don't be arrogant because of favor. Sister Huowu, don't mind. I'm just curious about them, nothing else. In my heart, Sister Huowu is the most beautiful. Seeing Huowu getting angry, Feng Xiaotian immediately flattered him to stabilize the situation. At this time, Liangchen, Shui Bing'er, and Zhu Zhuqing from the opposite side also came over. When they saw the 3 young people, they also meowed curiously. Liangchen looked at the beauty with short red hair in front of her. She was beautiful, with a hot figure and a proud look on her face. She was also a goddess-level beauty. Hey! What are you looking at? Have you never seen a beautiful woman? Huowu saw that the handsome guy opposite, with 2 top beauties around him, dared to look at her, and immediately became upset. What's more, the 3 of them also showed off their affection in front of him, which was even more irritating. Beauty, you misunderstood. I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at the 2 handsome guys behind you. Beauty, you have such a hot temper, you will scare people. Liangchen was scolded by this red-haired beauty and thought, why don't you just take a look at her? So arrogant. So he immediately changed his strategy and said that he only looked at those 2 handsome guys to see how you would respond. Pfft. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing were made to laugh by Liangchen's words, while Feng Xiaotian and Wushuang were also knocked to the ground by thunder. Huowu was scolded by Liangchen and felt so angry that she felt tight in her chest and pointed at Liangchen's nose. With us here, does he still need to see you? Seeing Huowu pointing at Liangchen's nose, Shui Bing'er was also very dissatisfied with Liangchen's temper. She started talking about her brother. Who do you think you are? Sister Bing'er, stop talking. Liangchen immediately stopped Shui Bing'er. If this continues, the two sides may fight. You guys. Huo Wu was very angry after being criticized by each other one after another, and red soul power erupted from his body, as if it was about to explode. Okay. Sister, don't be angry. Wushuang came forward to comfort his sister and let her calm down. Hey. Brother, why is your sister so hot-tempered? By the way, have you ever been beaten by your sister? Liangchen asked Wushuang quietly. Brother, you are joking. Wushuang also knew that his sister was at fault first, so it was hard to say anything. Handsome guy, what do you call me? I'm Feng Xiaotian from Feng Academy, please meet me. Wushuang from Blazing Fire Academy, that is my sister Wu. Feng Xiaotian and Wushuang felt that this handsome guy was quite interesting, so they immediately came up to him and introduced themselves. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing were stunned. They didn't expect to meet students from Feng Academy and Blazing Academy here. I didn't expect that the two brothers are actually students of the two major element colleges. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm here, Liangchen. Liangchen used a pseudonym, since the other party didn't know his true identity anyway. However, Feng Xiaotian and Wushuang are not bad guys, there are no black spots. Maybe there will be a chance to subdue these guys in the future. Feng Xiaotian from Feng Academy, I have heard of you. At this time, Shui Bing'er remembered that the senior sister who participated in the last Soul Master competition mentioned that there was a genius with innate soul power in Feng Academy who was very strong and also participated in the previous competition. This beauty, I have never seen you before. Feng Xiaotian waved his hand immediately, fearing that Huo Wu next to him would misunderstand. I am Shui Bing'er from Tianshui College, and this is my schoolgirl Xiaoqing. I heard from my senior sister that you participated in the last Soul Master competition. The three major cities of Tianshui, Feng, and Blazing Fire were the earliest three elemental cities, and they had a relatively good relationship with each other, so Shui Bing'er did not hide her identity. You are actually from Tianshui College? Didn't you say that Tianshui Academy doesn't accept men? Brother Long, how could you do that? Wushuang and Feng Xiaotian did not expect that the other party was from Tianshui College. They were so surprised. He is my boyfriend, not a student of Tianshui College. Shui Bing'er took the initiative to rescue Liangchen at this time. In this way, others would not know the real situation. Hey! Shui Bing'er, you are this guy's girlfriend, what about this beauty? Huo Wu pointed at Zhu Zhuqing and asked curiously. I'm his girlfriend too. Zhu Zhuqing stepped forward, hugged Liangchen's arm, and showed off as his girlfriend, mainly to make Huo Wu angry. This woman started talking about her brother Chen, which was very unpleasant. I'll go. Man, you're so awesome. Feng Xiaotian and Wushuang's heads were buzzing. This guy named Liangchen was so lucky. You two actually became this guy's girlfriend together. What's so good about him? Could it be that you two were deceived by him? Huo Wu didn't understand why these two top beauties liked such an ordinary boy. Huo Wu, you don't need to worry about this. Shui Bing'er smiled and thought, I like brother Xiaochen, what's wrong with you? I didn't eat your rice. Chapter 87 Shui Bing'er with a fiery heart. You are listening at MaleProtagonist. After the students from the Three Elements Academy met, they naturally wanted to get to know each other, so they found a restaurant to get together and communicate. Shui Bing'er, has your Tianshui Academy formed a team? The Soul Master competition, which is held every 5 years, will start in more than 2 years. Feng Xiaotian asked Shui Bing'er about the situation of Tianshui's new team. He participated in the last Soul Master competition and defeated Tianshui team with his teammates. He also wants to defeat Tianshui team in the next one. Our Tianshui Academy has formed a team, what about your two families? Shui Bing'er said calmly. She also knew that the Tianshui team lost to the Kamikaze team in the last term, but in the next term, she would have to lead the team to defeat the Kamikaze team and give some relief to the seniors. Our two families have also formed a team. I heard that Thunder and Elephant have also formed a team. I will have to find opportunities to communicate with them in the future. Feng Xiaotian really wanted to see the teams of the other two colleges, especially Thunder College. He heard that Tianxin, a direct disciple of the Blue Lightning Tyrannosaurus family, was also in the Thunder team and wanted to have a match with him. Liangchen and Zhu Zhuqing listened quietly to the conversation of representatives from Shui Bing'er, Feng Xiaotian and Wushuang without interrupting. Wu stared at Liangchen from the side and found that this man seemed a little different from others. She was also a famous beauty in Blazing Fire City. Normally, when men saw her, they would have a fiery look in their eyes. But when this guy saw her, his eyes were as calm as water, as if she was just an ordinary woman, completely different from Feng Xiaotian's expression. Liangchen, what level is your soul power? Find a chance to fight with me. At this time, Wu asked Liangchen and felt the aura fluctuations on this guy's body. She felt that this guy's soul power was quite high, at least higher than hers, but she liked to challenge difficulties. Level 41. Beautiful fire dancer, I'm just an auxiliary soul master, how can I fight with you? Liangchen said calmly that he did not dare to say the soul power level too high for fear of scaring Feng Xiaotian and the other three. He also said that he was only an auxiliary system and had no combat power, but there was nothing wrong with his words. It does have auxiliary capabilities. What? Are you actually an auxiliary soul master? Or level 41, Feng Xiaotian, Wushuang and Wu were all shocked. This guy called Shui Bing'er his sister before. Shui Bing'er was only 15 or 16 years old at most. This guy was younger than Shui Bing'er, but his soul power was already reached level 41, what kind of monster is this? I would like to ask, how old is Brother Long this year? Is he born with full soul power? Feng Xiaotian is now in his 20s, and he is full of innate soul power, but he has only cultivated to level 41. He feels that he has trained like a dog over the years. Could it be that he wasted too much time in order to develop his own soul skills? Yet, I am indeed born with full soul power. As for my age, I will keep it a secret for the time being. Brother Feng, why are you asking about my age? Is it a secret if you don't know a man's age? Liangchen's serious nonsense made several people laugh. Xiaotian, where did you get this fallacy? Age is also a secret. Isn't this said by a woman? Shui Bing'er looked at the little guy talking nonsense and couldn't laugh or cry. Zhu Zhuqing used to be in the border mountains, and he knew that this guy's thinking was very fast, and sometimes what he said was so shocking that everyone couldn't keep up. That's it. That's it. Liangchen, you guys said everything about our women. Wu also echoed next to him at this time, remembering that he had been criticized a few times by this guy before, which was both angry and funny. Wu, this is called speaking women's words, leaving women speechless. Also, who stipulates that only women can say this, but not men? It doesn't make sense. Liangchen said a few words calmly, and even deliberately called himself an auxiliary soul master to prevent him from getting entangled with Wu, a woman with a hot temper, who would be annoying to death. Wu is a woman like Qianrenshui, a true masochist. If you lose in a battle with her, she will look down upon you. If you win, she will pester you and say that she wants to challenge you. Maybe I will fall in love with you in the end, but it is very abnormal anyway. Ha ha ha. Brother Long, you are really a talent. Come on. Let's have a drink. Wushuang and Feng Xiaotian burst into laughter. This guy's personality was too out of the ordinary, and they raised their glasses to touch Liangchen. Shui Bing'er, why do you fall in love with an auxiliary soul master who has no fighting ability? Wu learned that this young man named Liangchen was just an auxiliary soul master, and he immediately lost his desire to challenge. Of course it's to protect him. Otherwise, how can he, an auxiliary soul master, survive in this world? As the younger generation, we must obey the arrangements of our elders. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing also followed Liangchen's words and talked nonsense with him to deceive the other three. Fire dance beauty, can't auxiliary soul masters be liked by beauties? As far as I know, sect leader Ning of the Seven Treasures Glazed sect has many wives, and his wife is also a battle soul master. Liangchen knew Huo Wu's character, she liked men who were stronger than her, and they were also very competitive. Anyone who defeated her would definitely be entangled by her. Sister, everyone has their own preferences, you can't use your standards to ask others. Huo Wushuang was also advising his sister. After 3 drinks and 5 delicious dishes, the party was about to break up. The 3 college representatives, Feng Xiaotian, Huo Wushuang, and Shui Bing'er, made an appointment. Half a year later, the 3 teams gathered at the blazing field to discuss and exchange ideas with each other. At this time, Liangchen got up and went directly to buy the order, which surprised Huo Wushuang. Brother Long, when you come to Blazing Fire City, I should treat you, so how can I let you treat me? Liangchen waved his hands indifferently, we are all destined to meet each other. This time I invite you as if it is to make a friend. Next time we meet, Brother Huo, you can invite me again. Quick, I like Brother Long's character. I owe you a meal this time. I'll treat you next time we meet. Feng Xiaotian laughed, thinking this guy was quite interesting. Brother Feng, I will treat you as a treat next time we meet, so that you will owe me another meal. We meet in the mountains and rivers. See you later. Brother Feng, Brother Wushuang, and the beautiful fire dancer, let's take our leave now. Goodbye, 3 of you. Liangchen and the 2 women said goodbye to Feng Xiaotian and the others, walked out of the restaurant, and continued to stroll around the city. Brother, why do I feel like this guy Liangchen doesn't look like an auxiliary soul master? Huo Wu thought of the calm look on the guy's face before and the way he talked and laughed happily, and felt like he had been deceived by the other party. Sister, your feeling is correct. We also feel that he is not an auxiliary soul master. Wushuang, Liangchen's soul power is definitely higher than level 41. I have tested it secretly with my soul power, and it feels similar to some Soul King teachers in our college. Xiaotian, Shui Bing'er should be a direct descendant of the Shui family in Tianshui City. From her perspective, it is impossible to find an auxiliary soul master as a boyfriend, so this guy is definitely a master. Wushuang, Liangchen has a cheerful personality and a generous personality, which makes him worth dating. I, Feng Xiaotian, have made this my friend. Huo Wushuang and Feng Xiaotian also saw some problems, but they also understood that after all, it was only the first time for everyone to meet, and there was no need for them to reveal their true strength. This Liangchen is actually so powerful, yet he still deceives us. Huo Wu suddenly became furious. Sister, when you go out, you always have to be careful. This is experience in the world, you have to learn from it. Huo Wushuang looked at his sister's fiery temper and shook his head helplessly. Liangchen and his party walked around many streets in Blazing Fire City, and the 2 women also bought some things. Before they knew it, it was getting late, and the 3 of them had to return to the Rose Hotel. Shui Bing'er felt funny when she thought of Liangchen's nonsense when she was getting together with Feng Xiaotian and the others. Xiao Chen, what do you think Feng Xiaotian and others would think if they saw your true face in the future? Liangchen spread his hands. Sister Bing'er, the person who deceived them is just Liangchen. What does it have to do with me, Liangchen? Besides, it's just my first meeting with them, so it's impossible to tell them my true situation. Yeah. You're right. Sister, I can't refute it. Shui Bing'er looked at this clever little guy, and it was just as Senior Dugu said, this guy is an old man. Sister Bing'er, I feel that Huo Wu and the other 3 have high-level soul powers, especially Feng Xiaotian, who should be a soul sect. Zhu Zhuqing did not expect that in this Blazing Fire City, he would meet geniuses from the 2 elemental academies of Kamikaze and Blazing Fire. I heard from the senior students who participated in the last competition that Feng Xiaotian is still a genius with innate soul power. When he participated in the last competition, he was already close to 18 years old. At that time, his soul power was already level 37. According to the current level judging by his age, that guy should be in his 20s. I don't know how he cultivated. Does his soul power rise so slowly? Shui Bing'er didn't understand that Feng Xiaotian, a soul master with innate soul power, could cultivate his soul power too slowly. Feng Xiaotian is actually innately full of soul power. Zhu Zhuqing was also stunned when he heard the news. What's so surprising about having full innate soul power? After taking the fortune pill, your martial arts have evolved to a higher level, and your talents have already reached full innate soul power. If my guess is correct, that guy Feng Xiaotian probably hasn't practiced properly and has been paddling, wasting time. Liangchen didn't tell Feng Xiaotian about his own soul skill. Anyway, that guy would show it in the Soul Master competition. To be honest, Feng Xiaotian is also a weirdo. His great cultivation years were wasted like this. If that guy cultivated normally, his soul power would have reached at least level 55 at the age of about 20 years old. What Xiaotian said makes sense. Shui Bing'er nodded, agreeing with this statement. Brother Chen, in this case, didn't Feng Xiaotian waste his talent? Zhu Zhuqing suddenly felt that Feng Xiaotian was a bit regretful. It should be like this, so you should work hard to improve your soul power in your golden age. Liangchen warned the two beauties not to waste their talents, and the most important thing is to practice hard. I understand, Brother Xiaotian, our talents have improved because of your credit. Come on, let me give you a kiss as a reward. Shui Bing'er came over and kissed Liangchen on the face, showing a wave of affection in front of the kitten. Anyway, she had discussed with her sister before that she wanted to make this little guy feel loved. Brother Chen, thank you. The little cat also came over and gave this guy a little peck on the face. Sister Bing'er, why did you suddenly say you were my girlfriend before? I was not mentally prepared at all. Liangchen was very surprised when he remembered that Shui Bing'er had revealed his identity in front of Feng Xiaotian and others. To be honest, Shui Bing'er is a family member in her heart. Family ties are greater than love. It's still a bit uncomfortable to suddenly turn into a girlfriend. Sister, I want to marry you in the future. It's normal for me to be your girlfriend. Also, what else do you have to prepare? Just accept it with peace of mind. Do you still dare to dislike me, sister? Shui Bing'er looked at this little man quietly, thinking that I have worked hard to bring you up. If you dare to say no, see how I will deal with you. No. How dare I dislike her? I'm so excited. Liangchen immediately expressed his position. Having such a beautiful woman as his girlfriend is simply the pinnacle of life. It is impossible to dislike her, even in this life. Pfft. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er loves you so much, so just have fun secretly. Zhu Zhuqing smiled beside him, thinking that if he wanted to officially become this guy's girlfriend, he would have to wait until the royal engagement was terminated later, otherwise he would feel guilty. The three of them chatted for a while. Liangchen told the two women to have a good rest as they would have to travel tomorrow. Then he returned to his room and started to sleep. Just as Liangchen closed the door, Shui Bing'er walked in directly and closed the door. Sister Bing'er, what are you doing? Xiaotian, my sister is already your girlfriend. Of course you have to get used to it. We have to cultivate our relationship. Ah. Sister Bing'er, this is too fast. Besides, do we still need to cultivate the relationship between us? Facing the menacing Shui Bing'er, Liangchen felt like he was going to die. How could he withstand it? What are you thinking about? Talking to my sister, nothing else. Shui Bing'er let out a coy sound, then pulled this guy to sleep. Although she couldn't practice with the little guy yet, she could at least do other things. Shui Bing'er also felt that this little guy's feelings for her were almost all family affection, which was not good, so she decided to go into battle personally and turn this family affection into love. That's okay. Sister Bing'er, as promised, you are not allowed to treat me like Sister Yue'er. Liangchen thought of Shui Yue'er's sneak attack on him a few days ago. That girl was preparing to practice with him with live ammunition. She was too overbearing. What are you thinking about? Let's talk about those matters between cultivation later. That's pretty much it. Xiaotian, let me tell you. The two of them were lying on the bed, talking a lot in whispers, and before they knew it, Liangchen fell into sleep. It's strange that when I was lying in the arms of the beautiful Su Lin, I had to recite Bing Xi and Ju before I could fall asleep. Now with Shui Bing'er, I don't need to recite Bing Xi and Ju and I can fall asleep peacefully. Seeing this guy sleeping peacefully, Shui Bing'er smiled sweetly, lowered her head, pecked him on the mouth, then fell into his arms and fell asleep quietly. The two of them slept soundly, but the little cat next door had insomnia. He was just about to sleep with Shui Bing'er when the other party suddenly left a message. Xiaoqing, my sister is going to cultivate a relationship with her little boyfriend, you go to sleep first. Then he was left alone in the wind. At this moment, the kitten was lying on the bed, tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep, feeling like a cat scratching her heart. Brother Chen shouldn't be taken down by Sister Bing'er like this, right? Driven by curiosity, the little cat quietly ran to Liangchen's door to listen, but did not hear any movement. It seems that I'm overthinking it. Brother Chen is still young now, and he doesn't have those thoughts. I slept with him in a sleeping bag in the soul-hunting forest before, and nothing happened. Zhu Zhuqing's face was slightly red at the moment, feeling like a cat that was stealing fish, so he tiptoed back to his room to rest. Hey! Xiaotian's luck is really good. In Liangchen's room, the blue-silver emperor was huddled on this guy's chest, not daring to move for fear of waking up Shui Bing'er, but the feeling was quite exciting. Chapter 88 Business Opportunities for Beautiful Women's Private Dishes. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After a night of silence, Liangchen woke up the next morning and felt something pressing on him, and there was a faint fragrance. He immediately remembered that it was Shui Bing'er, the girl who came to him last night to whisper something to him about life. Sister Bing'er, it's dawn, get up. Liangchen pinched Shui Bing'er's nose with his hand, waking her up immediately. Xiaotian, it's dawn now. Shui Bing'er stood up, with a lazy look on her face, stretched her proud figure. She felt extremely comfortable and in a very happy mood. Then she pulled Liangchen into the bathroom and started to wash up. When the two of them walked out of the room, they found that the kitten was already waiting for them in the living room, and had also bought 3 exquisite breakfasts. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er, get up. The little cat looked at the pair of handsome men and women in front of him with a slightly red face, a strange look on his face. Kitty, thank you. Liangchen greeted Zhu Zhuqing. Sister Zhuqing, thank you. Shui Bing'er stepped forward and kissed the little kitten directly on the face, which immediately made the kitten blush. Sister Bing'er. Zhu Zhuqing almost broke his guard. Why is this eldest sister so enthusiastic? I can hardly stand it, little sister. At this moment, Zhu Zhuqing was thinking, could this eldest sister have some attribute activated by Brother Chen? I saw nothing and heard nothing. The two beauties continued. Liangchen picked up a piece of breakfast, transformed into a melon eater, and acted as a cook on the side. Smelly brother, you are thinking wildly again. Shui Bing'er reached out and patted Liangchen's head gently to stop him from acting weird. Sister Zhuqing, let's eat quickly. Oh well. Shui Bing'er took Zhu Zhuqing and enjoyed breakfast quietly beside him. When Liangchen and the others left the room, the lobby manager showed a charming smile, thinking that these 3 young people should be considered successful. Thank you sir and 2 ladies for staying at the Rose Hotel. I wish you a pleasant journey. I have to say that the service attitude of the Rose Hotel is absolutely first class, and it is worthy of being a chain hotel that can be opened in 2 empires. After Liangchen and the 2 girls left Blazing Fire City, they headed towards Kamikaze City along the official road. 2 days later, they arrived at Kamikaze City. The 3 of them stayed in Kamikaze City for another day, and then headed east towards Sunset City. Rushed towards the forest. A few days later, they finally entered the western edge of the Sunset Forest. Along the way, the 3 of them ate and slept outdoors, and Shui Bing'er also experienced the joy of picnicking. Xiaotian, if we have time in the future, let's go somewhere else to play and take Yue'er with us. That evening, Shui Bing'er nestled in Liangchen's arms, feeling the happy life during this period. and she was in a very wonderful mood. No problem, Sister Bing'er. I wonder if Sister Yue'er and the others have successfully obtained the fourth soul ring. Don't worry, mother and grandmother are both titled Douluo, they will make arrangements. Maybe Yue'er and the others have already obtained the fourth spirit ring, but we haven't even arrived at the spirit beast forest yet just for fun. Don't worry, Sister Bing'er, we have plenty of time anyway. That's right, anyway, sister, after I obtain the fourth soul ring, I can graduate, and the study tasks are not as heavy as before. In order to cultivate a relationship with Liangchen, Shui Bing'er spent these days with this guy every day. Except for the final training, they did everything else. Their relationship was so good that it exploded. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er, dinner is ready. At this time, a kitten's voice came from not far away. Xiaotian, Sister Zhu Qing has already prepared the meal. She said before that she wanted to show us her cooking skills. Little kitty also learned some cooking skills from me in the border mountains. It should be okay. Xiaotian, what do you mean it's okay? No matter if it tastes good or not, you'll finish it for me. Okay. Listen to you. The two held hands and walked towards Zhu Qing. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er, you two show off your affection in front of me every day, which makes me, a single cat, very hurt. Zhu Qing felt like a cat scratching his heart when he saw the two people's affectionate display these days, but he gradually got used to it. Xiaoqing, you can come too, let's show together. Shui Bing'er walked over and pecked the kitten on the mouth. As a big sister, she couldn't neglect this little sister. Brother Chen. The quiet Sister Bing'er before has disappeared, and now she has become the passionate Sister Bing'er. Zhu Qing was often treated like this by Shui Bing'er during this period, and he doesn't blush now. He is used to it anyway, but it feels very wonderful. This looks good, Liangchen smiled, this picture looked quite eye-catching. Okay. Let's eat. Xiaotian, come and try Xiaoqing's craftsmanship. After having a close interaction with the kitten, Shui Bing'er prepared the meal and invited the two of them to eat. Yeah. Zhu Qing, your braised fish is pretty good, there's improvement. Brother Chen, I learned this from you too. Xiaoqing, it's okay. After we graduate, we will open a restaurant outside the school. Sister Bing'er, Zhu Qing, after Tinlong City is built, we will open more restaurants and ask the senior sisters who have graduated from the college to help manage them. I will personally introduce some delicious food, which will definitely make a lot of money. I have already thought of the name of the restaurant. It's called Beauty's Private Kitchen. Ha ha ha. Xiaotian, you are really smart. The name Beauty's Private Kitchen can definitely attract a lot of customers. After we go back this time, we will open a restaurant immediately and give it a try. Sister Bing'er, Brother Chen, if we do this, won't we delay our cultivation? Zhu Qing, don't worry, we will open a restaurant and let the graduated seniors help manage it. Our college has many students with not very high qualifications every year. They have graduated from the intermediate class. We will open the restaurant and let them manage it. The money is shared equally by everyone, and they are equivalent to being their own bosses, so they will definitely rush to do it, and they will do a good job. Xiaotian, your idea is really good. You need to let my mother and others promote it. Our Tianshui College is mainly engaged in the clothing industry. The catering industry has not yet been developed. If it develops, then we will develop it. Brother Chen, in this way, we can make money again. While the three of them were eating, they discussed the idea of opening a beauty's private dining restaurant, and they were very excited. Liangchen has already thought about it. After graduating from Tianshui College, many of the beautiful soul masters have invested in the clothing industry. The clothing stores in Tianshui City are one after another. It feels a bit crowded. Some of them have to be allocated to develop catering industry, so that balanced development can be achieved. The three of them chatted about the future of the catering industry, and before they knew it, it was already late at night. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er, please rest. I'll keep watch for you. Xiaotian, what are you guarding? Let's rest together. This is not the Soul Beast Forest anyway, and it is in a cave. There is no danger. Shui Bing'er pulled the little cat and Liangchen into the tent, and the three of them crowded together. Xiaotian, I'll go outside and help you guard. The blue-silver emperor's voice rang in Liangchen's mind, and while the two women were adjusting the quilt, he quietly got out of his clothes, came outside the cave, transformed into a 20-meter-high blue-silver tree, and started guarding. Sister Lan, thank you. Xiaotian, you're welcome. Sister Lan, I'm going to take them to the Ice and Fire Eyes training later. By then you can increase your 10,000 years of cultivation. Xiaotian, I will listen to your arrangement. Liangchen communicated with Lan Yinhuang's soul to heart, and his calm look made Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing next to him very curious. Brother Chen, what are you thinking about? Zhu Zhuqing saw through the faint firelight that the little guy seemed to be thinking about a problem. Xiaotian, our two beauties are sleeping next to you, are you still distracted? Shui Bing'er reached out and touched the guy's forehead, and put her ear against his chest to listen to his heartbeat, and found that his heartbeat was calm. Sister Bing'er, I'm going to take you to a place to help you polish your body. This way, you can easily absorb the fourth 10,000-year soul ring. Brother Chen, where is that place? The Eyes of Ice and Fire. Xiaotian, is this the place you said is full of natural and earthly treasures? Yes, that's where it is. The good fortune pill you took before was made from the medicinal materials there, but I have used up all the medicinal materials. Tomorrow we will go into the mountains and take you to see that magical place. There is an extremely cold mouth there. The spring water that meets the extreme heat will definitely open your eyes. Okay. Sister, I will listen to your arrangements. After hearing Liangchen talk about such a magical place, Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing were also looking forward to it. The two women felt that this guy would definitely bring surprises again. After a night of silence, Liangchen woke up the next morning and found that he seemed to be entangled by two octopuses. He shook his head helplessly, pulled the two women's claws away from his body, and looked at the two while the person was still sleeping. Liangchen got up and came to the entrance of the cave to have a conversation with the blue-silver emperor. Sister Lan, thank you for your hard work. Xiaotian, there is no need for us to say these unofficial words between us. Sister Lan, Senior Dugu gave me a Rui treasure bag soul guidance device before, which can hold living things. Do you want to try it? This way, you don't have to hide in my clothes all the time. Let me try. The blue-silver emperor watched as the soul guide in Liangchen's hand turned into a 20-centimeter-high grass. Its swish got into the Rui Baobao. After a while, it came out again and got into Liangchen's hand. Liangchen's chest was pressed against his body. Xiaotian, this wishful treasure bag is very good, but it's still not comfortable on you. I still like the smell of you. As a pet, Blue-Silver Emperor likes to stay with Liangchen very much, mainly to absorb the aura emanating from him, which can increase his cultivation. This makes her reluctant to leave. Sister Lan, my wishful treasure bag is hanging on my waist. If you encounter a tidal Douluo, you can go in and hide at any time. Xiaotian, I will listen to your arrangement. Liangchen looked at the clingy blue-silver emperor and shook his head helplessly, thinking that she would turn into a human form in the future, and if she continued like this, he would probably turn into Chaomengda. In the tent inside the cave, Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing were in a daze, feeling empty around them. They woke up immediately and found that Liangchen was missing. Xiaotian. Brother Chen. The two women were immediately shocked and quickly got up and walked out of the cave to find this guy boiling water. You two beauties, the water is boiled, please wash up quickly. Seeing the two girls getting up, Liangchen quickly filled them with hot water. Xiaotian, you didn't even call us when you got up. Don't do this next time. That's right. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er and I thought you were missing, and we were worried to death. Shui Bing'er and Little Cat came over and stared at Liangchen, showing a hint of blame. You are here, how could I disappear? Liangchen smiled and started making breakfast. As long as you know. After Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhu washed themselves, they walked into the cave and packed up the tent. Zhu Zhuqing thought to himself that there were many dangers in the soul beast forest. After everyone went inside, they might not be able to sleep so peacefully at night again. Chapter 89 Two Women Refining Their Bodies. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. After Liangchen and the others finished breakfast, they went directly into the sunset forest. Zhu Zhuqing was also looking forward to her fourth soul ring. She was a person who refused to admit defeat. Seeing that Shui Bing'er was going to challenge the fourth soul ring of 10,000 years, she also wanted to gotta try it. Brother Chen, Sister Bing'er, I decided to get a 10,000-year ring for the fourth ring. Zhu Zhuqing said something to Liangchen and Shui Bing'er who were observing the terrain. Don't worry. Kitten, I will help you. Xiaotian, if Sister Zhuqing and I absorb another 10,000-year soul bone, our physical attributes will be strengthened, and it should be easier to absorb the 10,000-year soul ring. That's right. I forgot to get 2 soul bones from Mtlnovel before. But don't worry, when we go to the ice and fire eyes to polish your body, you can also enhance your physical fitness. Brother Chen, it feels like the soul bone is like a stone in your eyes. Kitten, you're right. Let's go. Let's fly directly, it's faster. The three of them directly summoned martial spirits and flew deep into the sunset forest. Swish, swish, swish. Standing high in the sky, Liangchen watched 6 directions and listened in all directions, guarding the 3 of them to prevent attacks from flying soul beasts. Quack quack. Ah, ah ow. Squeak, squeak. The 3 people shuttled between the mountains and ridges, looking for soul beasts. From time to time, they disturbed some soul beasts, and those soul beasts chased them out one after another, howling as if to warn the 3 people. Hiss. At this moment, a huge human-faced demon spider jumped out of the woods, waving its long legs like a sickle, and came towards the 3 of them. Tweet. The first soul skill, freezing. Xiaotian, do you want to kill it? Shui Bing'er immediately summoned her martial spirit and used a freezing soul skill to block the human-faced demon spider. If you don't kill it, this 6,000-year-old human-faced demon spider is very powerful. It won't kill you for a while. It's a waste of our time. Let's just fly away. Swish, swish, swish. Liangchen called on the 2 women to evacuate quickly and not to get entangled with the human-faced demon spider. After the 3 people were possessed by martial arts spirits, they quickly flapped their wings and flew directly to an altitude of 100 meters. Bang bang. Hiss. The human-faced demon spider broke Shui Bing'er's ice, but it didn't give up. It kept jumping on the big trees and chased the 3 people for thousands of meters. It didn't give up until the 3 people disappeared. Sister Zhuqing, it's so exciting. Sister Bing'er, fortunately we all have flying skills, so we can avert danger, but that man-faced demon spider is so powerful. Zhuqing, that human-faced demon spider is more than 6,000 years old, and its combat power is even stronger than some 10,000-year-old soul beasts. The man-faced demon spider is known as a killer, and it also has huge poison. We must be extremely careful. At this moment, the 3 of them were standing on the top of a 100-meter-tall tree, recalling the scene where they had just been chased by a group of spirit beasts, which was both thrilling and thrilling. A small incident made Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing realize the dangers of Sunset Forest. However, the 2 women were not afraid, but rather a little excited. Liangchen and the 2 girls continued to explore the depths of the forest. The forest was rich in products, including all kinds of exotic flowers and plants. Along the way, the 3 of them also picked many precious medicinal materials. 2 days later, Liangchen followed the sunset forest map drawn by Douluo Bo and finally arrived at a high mountain a kilometer away from the Eye of Ice and Fire. Xiaotian, there is a green mist in the forest a few hundred meters ahead. What is that? Brother Chen, I feel that the thick green fog is scary. At this time, Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing discovered the thick green fog in the distance, which made people's scalp numb. That's the poisonous mist created by Senior Dugu Bo before. The purpose is to protect Yayuanzi, which is the ice and fire eyes. Those poisonous mist are very scary. If there is no detoxification pill, after being corroded, you will die ugly. It's so scary. After hearing Yi Liangchen say that it was poisonous mist, Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing suddenly felt numb all over. Don't worry. I have antidote pills. Each of you can take one to make sure everyone is fine. Let's go directly. Within the poisonous mist protection circle, no soul beast dares to approach. It's very safe there. Swish, swish, swish. Yi Liangchen greeted the two girls and flew directly towards the small mountain call at the Eye of Ice and Fire. He planned to stay there for the night and take a rest. The three of them held the detoxification pill in their mouths, passed through the poisonous mist, and rushed towards a high mountain ahead. Wow! Is this the Eye of Ice and Fire? It's actually in a small col on such a high mountain. Arriving at the edge of the cliff at the outermost edge of the Eye of Ice and Fire, Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing looked at the valley like a deep pit. In the middle was a spring of 100 square meters in size, alternating between red and white, which looked quite beautiful. Xiaotian, I feel the extremely cold power in the white water. Shui Bing'er's martial spirit is the ice phoenix, which is very sensitive to the power of extreme cold. Yes. The white pool water has the power of extreme cold, while the red pool water has the power of extreme heat. The two springs intersect to form this ice and fire eye. Let's go. Let's fly down. I've thought of a way for you to use those two energies to refine your body. Yi Liangchen gave a brief explanation to the two women, and then flew down directly. Swish, swish, swish. The three of them slowly descended from the cliff into the valley of the ice and fire eyes, and immediately felt two powerful energies. What a powerful energy! Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing did not dare to approach the spring, so they could only watch from a distance. Yi Liangchen originally wanted to directly use the hot springs and ice springs in the spring pool to refine the ice and fire Liangyi Dan, but the energy in it was too overbearing, and he probably couldn't do it. Yes. I already have two energies in my blood, and they are very gentle. This method will definitely work. Thinking of this, Yi Liangchen took out a small jade bottle and pricked his finger with a knife. In an instant, bright red blood flowed out, and Yi Liangchen quickly caught it with the jade bottle. Xiao Chen, why did you stab your finger with a knife? Brother Chen. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing didn't understand what this guy was going to do, and they felt a little distressed when they saw a lot of blood coming out of his fingers. Don't worry. I once used two extremely cold and extremely hot herbs to refine the ice and fire pill. After I took that pill, my body became stronger through my refining. Now in my blood it contains the energy of ice and fire, and I am going to use this blood to refine some elixirs for you so that you can use them to refine your body. After Yi Liangchen collected the blood, he applied some ointment on the finger wound to stop the bleeding. Wait for me here. Yi Liangchen walked to the ice and fire spring pool, took out the medicine cauldron, took out some neutral and mild medicinal materials, and prepared to refine a simple version of the ice and fire Liangyi pill for the two women. Buzzing. Yi Liangchen slowly put the medicinal cauldron into the hot Yangshuan, then put in several neutral and mild medicinal materials. After a while, he poured the blood directly into the jade bottle. Buzzing. In an instant, a burst of fragrance came from the medicine cauldron, and it was also mixed with energy fluctuations of ice and fire. Feeling that the ice and fire energy was a bit weak, Yi Liangchen used his soul power to mobilize the ice and fire energy in the spring pool, and injected a few drops into the medicine cauldron. Throw it away and wait quietly. In order to grasp the best effect of the medicine, Yi Liangchen closed his eyes, directly released his consciousness, and concentrated on feeling the changes in the medicine cauldron. Now when his consciousness is turned on, it feels a bit like an infrared scan, which is better than the naked eye. It works. This little guy actually used his own blood to refine elixirs for us. What a fool. Shui Bing'er watched the little guy's operation from a distance, and the softness in her heart was touched again. She felt extremely distressed, and was so moved that tears flowed down her face. Time passed slowly. Half an hour later, Liangchen felt that the time was right, so he took the medicine cauldron out of the hot Yangchuan, opened the cauldron lid, and saw 2 red and white pills lying quietly at the bottom of the cauldron. It has been successfully refined. 2 beauties, come and experience the feeling of ice and fire. It will definitely make your physical fitness stronger. Liangchen took 2 pills and handed them to Shui Bing'er and Xiaomao. Why are you so stupid? If you use your blood to make elixirs for us, how can we eat it? Isn't that drinking your blood? Brother Chen. Shui Bing'er and Xiaomao looked at Liangchen's calm look and felt panicked. In order to make themselves stronger, this guy even drained his blood. Don't worry about this, just treat it as just a pill. I have a lot of blood and nothing is wrong with me. If I bleed a little, I will treat it like losing weight. You see, even the wounds on my fingers are healed. Liangchen waved his hand indifferently and urged the 2 women to take the pill quickly. Hurry up and take this elixir. It will make your body stronger. However, after you take the elixir, 2 forces, one cold and one hot, will collide in your body. If you go into the spring water and absorb it, it will be effective. Better. Liangchen told the 2 girls about the effects of the simple version of the ice and fire Liangyi pill so that they could be mentally prepared. Okay. Sister, I will listen to your arrangements. Shui Bing'er looked at the elixir in her hand and smelled it carefully. There was no smell of blood, but instead there was a fragrance, which was similar to the fragrance emitted by the little guy's body. Brother Chen, thank you. After the little kitten finished speaking, she took the elixir directly. In an instant, the elixir turned into 2 streams of energy, one hot and one cold, flowing around her body. Ah! Brother Chen, this is too uncomfortable, one is cold and the other is hot. Zhu Zhuqing shouted softly, her skin half red and half white, very strange. Ah! Xiaotian, is this the 2 heavens of ice and fire you mentioned? But at this time, Shui Bing'er also took the elixir, and finally experienced what it means to be in the 2 heavens of ice and fire. This sour and refreshing feeling was really extraordinary. Don't worry, it's not dangerous. You guys can get used to it slowly, and quickly use your soul power to mobilize those 2 energies to flow into your limbs and bones. You'd better go to the spring water to absorb it later. The effect will be better. Remember to take off your clothes, otherwise your clothes will rot instantly as soon as you enter the water. After Liangchen instructed the 2 girls, he walked behind a big rock and asked the blue-silver emperor to come out to absorb the energy, and then prepared to guard outside the valley. After all, the picture was too beautiful to look at. Xiaotian, where are you going? At this moment, Shui Bing'er, who was refining the elixir, called Liangchen. I will help you guard outside the valley. Later you can go to the spring to practice in peace. Liangchen said calmly. You come with me, I don't dare to go into the water alone. Shui Bing'er wanted to be with this guy. Without him by her side, she wouldn't dare go down into the terrifying ice-fire spring water. Brother Chen, the water looks scary. We don't dare to go down there. The little cat said pitifully at this time. 2 beauties, isn't this good? Liangchen's head was buzzing at the moment. If he went down to the spring pool with them, the scene would be too exciting. You brat, is there anything we haven't seen before? We've kissed and touched. What do you care about? Hurry up. Shui Bing'er walked over directly, grabbed Liangchen, walked to a large rock in the distance, and removed all of his equipment, then removed her own equipment, leaving only her bikini equipment. And then threw the soul guide and clothes on the rocks. Oh my God! Sister Bing'er, you are so violent. Liangchen was immediately confused by Shui Bing'er's operation. All he saw was a field of white flowers. The picture was so beautiful that he didn't dare to look at it. It doesn't matter. My sister will let you experience more violent scenes in the future. Shui Bing'er smiled brightly and shouted to the kitten in the distance, asking her to follow her into the water. Sister Zhuqing, hurry up and let's take a dip together. Oh. Okay, eldest sister. Shui Bing'er spoke, and the little cat immediately followed, quickly going to disarm the equipment, and then quickly came to the two of them, holding Liangchen's hand with Shui Bing'er and jumping into the middle of the spring. Ah! Xiaotian, sister feels like she's about to die. Brother Chen, will I die? Ah! As soon as they entered the spring water, they were immediately hit by the huge energy in the ice and fire spring water. It was very painful. The two women were like two octopuses, tightly wrapped around Liangchen, screaming continuously from their mouths. Quickly calm down, relax your body and mind, mobilize your soul power, and refine the energy in the elixir. Don't talk about immortality. As long as I'm here, you can't die. Liangchen was also speechless at this moment. Being tricked by two women was really going to kill him, especially the proud figure of the kitten. It simply said, if you are not huge, how can you win people's hearts? I wonder if everyone can bear it. Anyway, I can't stand it anymore. At this moment, the only equipment on the two women's bodies was reduced to nothing by the powerful energy impact of the spring water. Liangchen closed his eyes, silently recited the Bing Xian Ju in his heart, and calmed down. If your heart is as pure as ice, you won't be surprised if the sky falls. Shui Bing'er and Xiaomao followed Liangchen's instructions and began to relax their bodies and minds, using the impact of ice and fire energy to refine their bodies. Sister Bing'er, I feel that my physical strength has become much stronger. Yes. Sister Zhuqing, I feel it too. After an hour, the two women gradually adapted to it and no longer felt uncomfortable. Instead, they felt very comfortable. It was really amazing. Shui Bing'er looked at Liangchen, who was sitting next to him with his eyes closed, and smiled sweetly. This little guy is really funny. Xiaotian, why do you close your eyes? Come and see if your sister is in good shape. Shui Bing'er stretched out her hand and pinched Liangchen's face, thinking that she and the little guy had been tired of being together every night these days. All they had to do was done, and the only thing left was the last step of practice. At this moment, he was shy. Pfft. Brother Chen, what are you thinking about? That the kitten swam over at this time, picked up the water with its paws, and sprinkled it on Liangchen's head. Hey! I asked you two beauties, can you be a little more reserved? You look a bit like female gangsters now. Liangchen looked at the two women letting themselves go and shook his head helplessly. Xiaotian, we are not outsiders, what are we afraid of? Shui Bing'er stretched out her hand, hugged this guy in her arms, and began to show affection. Sister Bing'er, you're showing off again. The little cat smiled beside her. The blue silver emperor in the distance was absorbing the ice and fire energy in the valley with all its strength. At this moment, when it heard laughter, it quietly turned into a 4-meter-tall form. When it saw 3 people taking a mandarin duck bath in the spring pool, it thought to itself, this girl is so courageous, can Xiaotian still be able to withstand it? Two beauties, please go out first. After getting dressed, go outside the valley and don't peek at me. 3 hours later, Liangchen turned around and told the two women to get out of the pool first, otherwise they would look a little embarrassed. Okay. Sister, I listen to you. Sister Zhuqing, let's go out first. Shui Bing'er pulled the kitten out of the ice and fire spring pool. Originally, she didn't care about this, but now that she didn't have any equipment on her body and the kitten was still there, she couldn't go too far. The little cat secretly looked back at Liangchen and only saw the back of the guy's head. It felt very interesting. This man was simply top-notch, being stimulated by Shui Bing'er these days. The little cat also took the initiative to make some small fights with the guy. In the words of the eldest sister Shui Bing'er, it is called cultivating feelings. Chapter 90 The Blue Silver Emperor Who Protects the Lord. You are listening at NovelFull.audio. Liangchen used his own blood to refine the simplified version of the ice and fire Liangyi pill, which was quite effective. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing only soaked in the ice and fire spring once, and they felt that their physical bodies were much stronger. Xiaotian, you are so powerful, you can even think of this method of polishing your body. Brother Chen, if you hadn't asked us to take that elixir and go down into the spring water, we would definitely have died. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing remembered how they felt when they just jumped into the spring. It was really terrible. Don't worry about this. It can make everyone stronger anyway. Let Sister Yue'er and the others try it out in the future, so that they can experience the sourness of the two worlds of ice and fire. Liangchen said calmly, thinking that he was a cheater and it was normal to do this. No, you will have to use your own blood to refine elixirs again. I feel bad for you and I won't allow you to do this again. Shui Bing'er immediately disagreed when he heard that this little guy was planning to let Yue'er's gang of girls come, which would require more blood. Brother Chen. The little cat didn't know what to say. Don't worry, I have a lot of blood, these are just trivial matters. Liangchen waved his hands indifferently. This matter was nothing to him. He had donated blood twice in his previous life. That's even more than this. Then you can't let them come together. How much blood will it cost? Shui Bing'er also knew that what this guy decided would definitely be done, and she was helpless about this. Don't worry. Sister Bing'er, I know my own rules. I'll light the fire and prepare dinner, and you guys go and set up the tent. Liangchen comforted Shui Bing'er and told her not to worry. Sister Zhuqing, let's go set up a tent. Okay, eldest sister. The two women set up a tent on a flat ground in the distance and laid out a quilt, while Liangchen flew out of the valley, found a stream, brought back a few buckets of water, and started cooking dinner. After dinner, it was getting late, so Liangchen asked the two girls to rest while he prepared to practice the god-refining technique. Buzzing. Liangchen closed his eyes, and the 10,000 yuan returned to 1. He held on to this without thinking, and calmly comprehended. Sister Bing'er, Brother Chen's training is so strange. He seems to be still at this moment. Xiaotian is cultivating his spiritual power. Do you feel the fluctuations coming from his body? Is he very powerful? This is probably why Brother Chen can transcend levels and absorb the 10,000-year soul ring. Yeah. It should have something to do with his beautiful goddess martial spirit. Let's not disturb him and let him practice well. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing sat by the fire outside the tent, looking at Liangchen quietly. At this moment, Liangchen's soul has left his body, and his consciousness has arrived in the forest 1,000 meters away in the valley, constantly shuttling through the forest like a ghost. Woo, woo. At this time, a 10,000-year-old white fox soul beast seemed to sense something, screamed, and ran away in fear. Ouch. Quack quack. Shashasha. The 10,000-year white foxes running around caused a chain reaction, causing other spirit beasts to be frightened and make various noises. For a while, the scene was very lively. Damn it. I haven't cultivated to the state of divine soul transformation yet, but this 10,000-year-old white fox has sensed it. He is indeed a 10,000-year-old vixen. His mental power is powerful, which is a bit interesting. Liangchen found it very funny and continued to follow the 1,000-year-old white fox with his spiritual consciousness. Woo, woo. The 1,000-year-old white fox seemed to be targeted by something. It was running around in the forest and kept screaming, as if to say, what on earth is this? I can't even see it, it's so scary. Ho ho ho. Ouch. Quack. At this moment, the forest was turned into a pot of porridge because of the riot of other soul beasts due to the running around of the 1,000-year-old white fox, and the sound was transmitted to the ice and fire eyes valley. What sound? Shui Bing'er and Xiaomao flew directly outside the valley, and then heard the sound of the spirit beasts fighting coming from 1,000 meters away. Sister Bing'er, it seems that the soul beasts are rioting. Xiaotian said that soul beasts don't dare to come to the ice and fire eyes. I don't know if that's true. Then let's go down quickly and wake up Brother Chen. The two women immediately jumped down into the valley of the eyes of ice and fire, preparing to wake up Liangchen. Xiaotian, wake up quickly. Can't disturb him. Before Shui Bing'er finished speaking, she was immediately stopped by a female voice. Who? Shui Bing'er was stunned. The voice sounded in her mind, and it wasn't Zhu Zhuqing's. She didn't have that ability yet. Sister Zhuqing, did you see anyone else? Sister Bing'er, no. There are only 3 of us here. That the two women looked at each other and were very shocked. Could it be one of Liangchen's protectors? They also knew that there was a mysterious Sister Na behind this little guy. No need to look for it, it's me. The master is at a critical juncture in his cultivation. Don't disturb him. At this time, the blue-silver emperor transformed into a height of 20 centimeters and jumped to Liangchen from behind a stone. Are you the blue-silver grass that Brother Chen brought back? Zhu Zhuqing remembered that a few months ago, he and Liangchen were collecting herbs in a beautiful valley deep in the mountains behind St. Soul village in Nodding City, and got a different strain of blue-silver grass. Later, Liangchen brought the blue-silver grass back to school. I didn't expect to meet him here. Little girl, it's me. Don't say it out loud, so as not to disturb the master's practice. Blue-silver emperor stretched out its fresh branches, gently wrapped them around the fingers of Zhu Zhuqing and Shui Bing'er, and communicated with them with his soul. Aren't you a blue-silver grass? How come you recognize Xiaotian as your master? Shui Bing'er asked curiously. Buzzing. Swish, swish, swish. At this time, the blue-silver emperor didn't care anymore and directly transformed into a 20-meter-tall form. Xiaotian saved my life, so I recognized him as my master. With Xiaotian's help, I have reached the level of cultivation that has lasted for tens of thousands of years. Lan Yinhuang showed his true face to the two girls, believing that the two girls were Liangchen's girlfriends. Wow, you've actually grown so big. Is this still blue-silver grass? Zhu Zhuqing was stunned and opened his small mouth into the shape of an O. Do you have any agenda for staying with Brother Xiaotian? Shui Bing'er stood in front of Liangchen and looked at the tall blue-silver grass coldly. As the closest person to the little guy, she would not allow a 10,000-year-old soul beast to follow her little man. Don't worry, he is my master. I have no intention of harming him, and it is impossible to harm him. Blue-silver emperor thought to himself, he was already the little guy's pet, how could he hurt him? I will only protect him and love him forever. Okay. I believe you for now. Shui Bing'er saw that this blue-silver grass was harmless and put down her guard, but she was extremely curious about the little guy having a soul beast pet. This brat didn't even tell me such a thing. Shui Bing'er looked at Liangchen, who was practicing quietly, and thought that this little guy has quite a lot of secrets. Even I dare to hide it from my sister. Let's see how I deal with you in the future. Buzzing. At this time, Liangchen woke up and was stunned when he found that the blue-silver emperor had become 20 meters tall and met Shui Bing'er and the others. Wow! How did you transform? Master, I'm worried that they will disturb your practice. Forget it, it's okay. Liangchen did not expect that blue-silver emperor would take the initiative to show up to meet Shui Bing'er and the others. In this case, there was nothing to hide. Smelly brother, how come this blue-silver grass soul beast recognizes you as its master? You don't even tell me about such a big thing. Shui Bing'er came over and grabbed Liangchen's ears with a look of blame on her face. That's right. Brother Chen, didn't you say you would plant it in the villa? How did it get here? Zhu Zhuqing also came over and asked curiously. Before, I used pills to let it absorb, and then it recognized me as its master. You also know that the 10,000-year soul beast has also opened its spiritual intelligence. The blue-silver grass next to me has been cultivated for tens of thousands of years, and it is also I can talk now, and I have always carried it with me. The last time I went into the sunset forest alone, it was with her help that I could come and go freely. Liangchen randomly found a reason to deal with the two girls and did not tell the true identity of the blue-silver emperor. Otherwise, if the two girls knew the past life of the blue-silver emperor, their jaws would be dropped. Yes. With me here, you don't have to worry about safety. I will help you weave a bed so that you can rest peacefully. Swish, swish, swish. After the blue-silver emperor finished speaking, he made a big bed with countless rattans and let the three of them sleep. Wow! A sling bed. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing were very surprised when they looked at the large mesh-like bed. They even reached out and touched it. They suddenly felt soft and very comfortable. Sister Lan, thank you. Xiaotian, you're welcome. Then please, Sister Lan, please help us keep vigil. Xiaotian, there's no need to say these words, this is what I should do. After Lan Yinhuang and Liangchen finished talking, they gently wrapped Liangchen and the two girls with vines and placed them on the sling bed. How about two beauties? It's amazing. Seeing the stunned expressions of the two women, Liangchen stretched out his hand and flicked their foreheads. Xiaotian, why do you still call it Sister Lan? That when Shui Bing'er saw the little guy calling a blue-silver grass soul beast his sister, she always felt that this sister was not serious. Brother Chen, if this Sister Lan transformed, she would definitely be a beautiful woman. The little kitten heard the words of the blue-silver emperor before and was very gentle, like a gentle big sister. What are you thinking about? She has only cultivated for tens of thousands of years, so what form does she take? Get some rest now. Liangchen stood up, walked far away, and put away the tent and quilt. Now that the blue-silver emperor had taken the initiative to show up, there was no need for a tent in this forest. Sister Lan, thank you. Shui Bing'er and Xiaomao felt that this blue-silver grass was very gentle and considerate, like a big sister, so they followed Liangchen and called each other Sister Lan. Moreover, the two women had read from the Encyclopedia of Soul Beasts that soul beasts like Lan Yinchao were gentle in character and had no attack power. Bing'er, Xiaoqing, you're welcome. The blue-silver emperor stretched out two branches, gently touched the faces of the two women, and greeted them. Sister Lan, you are so gentle. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing gently grasped the branches of blue-silver emperor with their hands, feeling quite amused. Our blue-silver grass spirit beasts never take the initiative to kill, unlike other spirit beasts. At this time, after Liangchen packed up the tent and returned to the sling bed, he felt funny when he heard Lan Yinhuang say that he never took the initiative to kill. Sister Lan, you said you don't kill, then who caught those two rabbits some time ago? Liangchen teased the blue-silver emperor. Xiaotian, I did it for you. Besides, rabbits eat blue-silver grass and are our natural enemies. When I was weak, rabbits also nibbled the leaves. I don't like rabbits. Okay. The rabbit is your natural enemy, Sister Lan. Ha ha ha. Brother Xiaotian, stop talking about Sister Lan like that. That's right. Xiaotian, you are my master, and I try my best to protect you. You still say that to me? Sister Lan, let's ignore this stinky brother. After the fight, the scene was very cheerful. Shui Bing'er and Zhu Zhuqing asked Lan Yinhuang many questions about the soul beasts, and Lan Yinhuang patiently explained to the two women. The two girls transformed into primary school students and chatted non-stop with questions until late at night. Liangchen was too lazy to listen to their bragging and began to argue with Duke Zhou.